Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very 31st episode of Roll20 Presents Tyrannosaurus Rex of Destruction. No, that's not the name of it. Tomb of something. Anyway, you're gonna get annihilated.
Tomb of Apples.
Welcome to the
I've
show,
never been
everybody.
so excited at a funeral before.
It's a pre-funeral, which we call a murder, where I'm from. So welcome, everybody. Hello, welcome to You Are Doom.
This is a cliffhanger that I'm not excited to see the end of, but also
Right?
I'm like really excited to see the end of.
It was really
Can we just
tempting.
make the attack rolls right now.
It was really tempting to just be
Get it
like, you know
over
what? Never mind. We're done with the show. That's it. We're just gonna carnival that shit. We couldn't rack up the $1 million we needed to do the season premiere, so I guess we're just done.
It's like the last episode of Woody's Roundup, and you're never going to know if he manages to jump over the ravine on a horse.
You'll never know. You'll
Never know.
Except in our case, it's not a horse. It's a pack of hungry dinosaurs.
Well, it's a pack of hungry dinosaurs plus the big dinosaur we thought was gonna not be with a pack of hungry dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like it's more than we.
I mean, I think we were expecting the big one and not the pack.
But that's what I'm saying. Like yeah.
It's not the dogs. It's not the bees. It's the dogs with bees in their mouths. So when they bark,
Yeah.
they shoot bees at you.
Exactly.
That's the real problem.
Wait, you got some kind of T-Rex? A swarm of hornets in its mouth, and when it teleports to bite you, it shoots at you.
I gotta say, on the last episode, it was very satisfying for me as a person who knew this was gonna happen, to have him Misty Step and have all of you be like, wait, what? It's a magic Tyrannosaurus?
Yeah, I thought it was just a big dino. Like,
And that's when I knew that we were gonna die.
Yeah. Cue up the yes, right? This is where we go to be continued. Yeah.
Can I make an animal handling roll to make friends with the T-Rex?
No.
He's an animal. He's a
Yeah.
monstrosity.
Yeah, I don't think he's an animal. I think he is. Let's see.
Aw,
He's a dinosaur,
bummer.
isn't
The king of feathers. He is a monstrosity. He is a huge,
Oh.
huge monstrosity.
Can I make
like
a
me.
charm monstrosity roll?
That's not a skill. That's not a
T-Rex.
skill,
Just
unfortunately.
resist her away.
I feel like I remember
I meant to go back and count how many legendary resistance we'd used, but I forgot.
Yeah.
two.
We used
One.
He's one.
One.
We've used at least two because
No,
He used one. There was. I get to roll first, and then I get to use it.
And then decide.
So
yeah.
you roll after a fail, and that didn't happen. Yes, Jester the Brave pointed out in chat that if it comes down to it, the Tyrannosaurus is strong enough to make a standing vertical jump, then teleport, then bite Malik, and then fall 30 feet.
Right.
Oh my god!
If he wants to, then just like whatever.
That
Now-
would be amazing!
I'm just imagining him in like
visualizing
a basketball jersey with his tiny little arms.
Yeah.
Boom. King of dunks.
Malik's just hanging out up there like, I'm flying, it's fine. T-Rex just goes, boom! Like,
$10 million
Like that
man
thing.
just up into
The
space.
great
Yeah.
white sharks come up from under.
That would be
catch it,
terrifying.
and they surge out of the water like 10 feet.
Oh my god.
That's right. Yeah, the King of Feathers' real name is Kobe. Yep.
Kobe.
So we'll see. We'll see how all this goes. I feel like it would be cruel to make you introduce your characters. Let's just jump right into
Let's
this.
find out what. Let's find out what
happens. You can
And,
maybe there'll
if
be
we
some
die-
introductions later.
Yeah, if we die, we'll introduce the new characters.
Yeah. So, today's episode featuring Michael Jordan as the King of Feathers. So,
Michael
yeah,
Jordan or Michael B. Jordan.
we fade back in both. One of them does mocap,
Well-
the other's voice acting.
Well, Michael B. Jordan would be good because of all the bees, right? Like,
Right, he's a Michael Jordan, and when he barks, he shoots Michael B. Jordans at you.
Can someone actually do that though?
So at the end of the last episode, the jungle was running amok with dinosaurs and blood and screaming.
Yep.
And I think we fade right back into the action. Little Fox is currently being he's still got you grappled, right? He's shaking Little Fox around. So we see Little Fox hanging from the jaws of this great and terrible thunder lizard, bristling with golden feathers. He's got a bunch of stab wounds in his legs and torso, and he looks real mad and hungry, and in his bloody
It
jaws.
also looks like dolphins are attacking his face.
We'll get to the dolphins. So
is this the part of the episode where we see like a clip from the end of last week's episode,
Yeah.
and it's like 2 minutes of wasted time, like overrun. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we see Little Fox hanging limply from the King of Feathers' jaws, which I guess means your weapon is lying probably in the square where you are, lying on the ground because you got knocked out.
Yeah.
And then there are a pack of 4 hungry-looking smaller dinosaurs that are somewhere between like confused and angry. We have these Deinonychus, and they're trying to kill mainly Arcturus right now with their big scary claws. But Arcturus is being semi-protected by a swarming cloud of semi-transparent, glowing dolphins, which
It's very pretty.
which you do. Ishi has recently leapt back to her feet, weapon in hand, and is being swarmed by wasps, enormous, like ping pong ball size wasps swarming all around you, stinging at you. There's also another dinosaur right nearby.
There's also the King of Feathers tail.
And then
but
the enormous
wrecking
meaty
like
tail
shit.
just whipping back and forth.
I whip my tail back.
And above all of it, flying up above, is Malik.
doing the Magneto pose.
That's right. Magneto hover, hands glowing with magical flame, while down below, a terrible slaughter is occurring in the jungle. And when the game begins, when we return back to the action, the first thing that we hear is a high pitched whistling sound from the nearby jungle. We hear this kind of, I can't do it. I can't do the like make it. Also, it would blow everybody's eardrums. But yeah, this like high pitched like, hey, pay attention to me whistle, and then the snap of bowstrings as we pan over to some of the rubble, and on it we see 2 leather armor clad cat people. One is familiar. One is the I don't think you ever got his name, but one is the one that you chased through the old looking one that you chased through the jungle. The other is a tabaxi hunter that we've not seen before. And they've just whistled to try to get the attention of their quarry, because God knows that it's not fair for you to kill it. This belongs to them. So I'll pull us over to the gameplay map here. So Bag of Nails and this Tabaxi Hunter are both over here trying to get.
Sorry. What?
That's his name.
Bag of Nails.
Bag of Nails. That's his name. Yeah. Tabaxi all have really weird names.
Yeah.
That's
Wait.
Yeah,
Quick
I got it.
question.
Pretty sick
Was
name.
this already going to happen last time?
I don't know. You'll never know.
We're like,
Bag of Nails.
Bag of Nails. Yeah.
I could go back and watch the VOD.
Yeah, you could.
Were they already there the whole time?
I mean, not the
Doesn't
whole
matter.
time.
Yeah, they arrived.
So Bag of Nails has a longbow, which he draws and fires at the King of Feathers. And we'll see how this all goes. He misses. He gets a 12. So he misses the King of Feathers.
Damn it, Bag of
I
Nails.
They
know,
have-
right?
God damn it, Bag of Nails.
Fighting.
Does he not have 2 attacks?
Not with a
range
longbow. No. And sorry, Lil Fox, what was your question?
Do they have advantage because they are striking from stealth?
No. They're trying to get they're trying to get his attention. There's
Okay.
like shouting and like waving. And the other Tabaxi has a short bow, which puts him at, let's check the range on short bow. It's 80 feet. Okay, so he's well within short range for the short bow.
Yeah.
He gets 2 shots. This Tabaxi hunter, and here's the first one.
God damn it.
And there's the second one. All right,
Why
the
do you guys
cavalry is
suck?
here, but they're
I'm
very
so
ineffective.
glad we have this backup. Oh my god, they're so good.
So they're firing at him, but his armor is it's just the arrows are just bouncing off. People who are saying Bag of Nails should have advantage against him, that's only on the very first turn, as long as the creature hasn't taken a turn, which is ages ago, right? King of Feathers has taken many turns. So they're firing at it, and the arrows are just bouncing off. which means the Tabaxi do not get its attention. The King of Feathers continues
Good.
unabated. So,
Yeah.
so the King of Feathers is gonna go. He starts his turn in the dolphin aura. So, if you'd
that's
like
3
to
damage.
roll that,
Takes 21 damage.
nice.
That
He
is
gets a
a
saving
good
throw,
roll.
right?
It's let me
Wisdom, I
check.
think.
I think it's
Yeah.
wisdom, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
What's
it would
the
be
DC?
radiant damage. It's 14.
Doesn't matter.
It's more than that.
It's more than
It's
2.
more than 2.
Okay. All right. So he takes 21.
21 radiant damage. Yes.
Okay. All right. So he begins his turn, takes 21 radiant damage. And I think he's gonna drop Little Fox. And he's going to bite Arcturus. So he flails his head around angrily as the dolphins fly through him. Yeah, he's sick of this dolphin bullshit. And he snaps his jaws out at Arcturus, looking for a taste of the chicken of the sea.
Goodbye.
And
Oh,
he
it's
gets
not
a
a
12.
Nope.
All right, so you're able to like jam your shield in his mouth. The teeth grind against it. Your shield like bends slightly, and then he snaps back. I gotta roll to see if his bug puking thing recharges because he's not grappling anybody anymore. Okay, so it does recharge, but it is an action. So.
And you already, so you have the bite action and the tail action.
He gets 2 attacks, one with bite, one with the tail. The summon swarm doesn't specifically say that it's
or
an
is that
action,
a
but I
whole
looked it up.
action?
Yeah.
The bite and the tail are one action.
Bite and the tail is one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So bite, and then his second attack is the tail against Ishii. So Ishii, the tail comes swinging in at you. Gets a 15. So you duck out of the way as it whips past.
How is this happening? This is
Yep.
what we needed.
Okay.
It's
All
just
right.
Oh my
killing both,
God.
and then it's gonna kill us on the next round.
It's delaying the inevitable, yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
So he is going to Misty Step
To get out of this.
to get out of the dolphin zone.
Dolphin zone.
I
Where's he
think.
gonna go?
Dolphin zone's my
see.
favorite zone.
He's
He's gonna jump
go-
in the air and then grab Malik.
Yeah, right. No, he's.
If he
already-
wants to do that, I'm just not even going to be mad. I'm just going to let him hit me.
Like it's too cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll just Misty Step probably over here. Just out of the range of the dolphins. So he vanishes, pops back into space, shakes his head, blinks the dolphins out of his eyes, and snarls back in the direction from whence he came. The swarm of insects needs to make a save against the same.
Yeah. So it's 14, and
See how
it
wise
would
these
take
wasps
15
are.
damage or half that.
The swarm is made up mostly of flying crayfish. So.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
The
Okay,
wisdom was a
-1
negative
wisdom
1.
save, so that's good. How much damage do you say they take?
15
15.
radiant.
Okay, all right. It's still alive. Many of the wasps die, chewed up by insects. The rest of the wasps continue to swarm Ishii. So half
How
HP
big
or
are they?
less. Let's see here. Okay, so you're able to keep them away from you, Ishii. You don't get killed by the wasps.
Get away from me, you stupid insects!
And they stay on you. It's your turn, Ishii. What are you gonna do?
That's a good question. I think what I'm gonna do is try and kill this fucking Dianocus.
Yeah.
insect.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So rapier,
Mhm.
for 22 as a hit for 14,
Okay.
and then another rapier attack,
Nice.
23 as a hit for 12.
Okay. You kill it. The
Yeah.
first blow weakens it. Second one finishes it off. Jam your rapier into its neck. Squirt of dinosaur blood, and the thing kicks over, twitching its tail one last time, and is dead.
Okay.
Now the real question.
You
Well,
can- you can
have
move-
I? The thing I'm thinking to myself is, have I second winded this fight? And I think I have.
I think you did. You did.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
and I think I have. So I don't No,
Don't save Little Fox.
I don't have anything to save Little Fox.
I mean,
away.
I'm gonna save Little Fox on my turn, but like fictionally.
I will move into position to like. Oh, actually,
Oh, the swan.
I'm here. I'm here, right?
Yeah, you're right there. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4's there.
Also, if
Yeah,
you leave your square elf,
yeah,
the swarm will AOO you.
that's fine.
Oh, you could.
I'm not worried about that.
Have you? You've already action surged, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. But I'm gonna move to here, like around the Dionychus there, Adam.
Okay.
To avoid AOPs from the Dionychus, but to threaten both of the Dionychi.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. So you move, no problem, and the swarm kind of like bites at you, but then you run past it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So now, small dinos. Can you make that roll again, please, PJ?
So 12, half that if they don't pass
Yep.
the DC.
So
14.
top, middle. Here's where all the good saving throws are, and bottom.
Okay, so they all pass.
They all take 6.
The
6
wisdom
radiant
of the Dionychus.
That's right. I mean, we know they're clever girls, so.
Aww.
Okay. All right. And now they get to go. And
This is where we die.
I think now that Ishii is here, yeah, they were gonna go after Little Fox, right? One of the one on the top.
I mean,
was
that's
just gonna
why I moved there.
kill Little
like,
Fox and drag her corpse into the weeds. So all 3 of them just like lay into Ishii. Yeah, you got what you wanted. So 2 claw attacks and 1 bite attack each. AC
my
20.
God.
Here's the first one. Claw.
Yes.
Claw.
Oh my god.
Oh, there, that one hits for 7.
Okay, so you're still up though.
But I parry.
Okay.
So that's parry is I think my.
This is the damage reducer one?
Yeah, it's the damage reducer.
Okay.
Because I freaking need to, or I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
So it's my superior to already died plus my dex modifier, which is a d8 plus 5.
Nice.
8 reduction, so I take no damage.
Okay. So here's the bite attack. Okay, and then the second one, claw.
No.
Claw.
No.
And bite. There it is.
I'm down. I'm
Okay.
down.
Okay, so claw, and then bite, which drops you. And then the third Deinonychus, claw.
So they have advantage.
They have advantages. They still need to hit. Okay,
So
so that's a hit. So that's
that's
2
a
death
hit.
saves.
Okay.
So this is it. So the bite, with advantage. If it hits, you die.
Let's find out.
Here we go. Okay, so you're just this last one just jumps on your body and is just like savaging you with its claws, like biting you, trying to make sure you're dead, trying to rip off your limbs. You're still alive, but being horrifically savaged by a Deinonychus. Okay, Malik, it's your turn.
This changes things. No, we have 2 down people. I'm
No,
gonna-
it's fine. Ishi's very small.
It's not.
Oh no, I'm gonna. It's gonna be
I have
okay.
a healing potion on my person, so if you get
I'm gonna wake you up, and then we're gonna grab Ishi and run. It's gonna be okay.
Oh, I have this. I've had this for ages. Give me 1 second. Just coming up with a better plan than my other plan, which was
Damn it, Dave. Yeah, fly down, grab me, take an AOP from every single Dionychus, and fly away. That'll totally work.
That'll be fine.
well,
All right, what are you
Great.
doing, Dave?
okay. No, this is a low level spell than I thought it was. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a fireball. Try and kill Dionychus.
Wait, a fireball?
I'm going to put it so it hits.
Oh, not Dionychus. You. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you want to hit
Yeah,
the.
I'll be able to hit those 2 now that
Oh,
Ishi's
Right.
I was worried that I was gonna take
So
some damage.
just
I was like, I can't.
on the
I
corner. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, but I'm gonna quick spell it so that just so the corner goes there. I'm gonna quick spell it so I can cantrip as well. Actually, no, it doesn't. No, that's not helpful.
okay, fireball.
I'll cast the fireball. Yep.
Okay, so it's a you cast it as a bonus action.
I do. Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right. So King of Feathers saving throw. Okay. I'm just gonna use his
Legendary.
resistance. Yeah. So he just takes what's half that?
16.
16.
Okay. And then the Deinonychus. Okay, so that one takes 33. Okay. Yeah, you kill that one.
Okay. I'm just thinking, do I want to
You have
one?
you have your regular action and you have a move. What are you gonna do?
Yep. If I
Just
Dave,
fireball. Diana,
what are you-
just firebolt or whatever the cantrip is. Just speed.
okay, I fly down here,
So down or across?
across and then down. So like
At what height are you currently? You have
I'm
60 feet of
height.
movement. You just moved 15. So you've got what, 40 something
You can't
left?
get all the way to the ground.
yeah.
I mean, you can drop and just take the damage.
No, I fly. I figure if it's a cone, it's 3D, right?
Yes. Like
Because
the-
what?
Yeah. You want to, I mean, the thing is, if you fire it this way, like, if it's 3D, you're going to hit the Deinonychus and Ishii. There's no way to skim. Ishii and the Deinonychus are the same height, even prone.
Right, but it won't affect Ishii because she's unconscious.
No, she'll take. Oh, you're trying to fear?
Yes.
She still needs to make the save. You wake up
Uh,
scared. I don't think being unconscious means you don't make the roll.
Just why don't you have a like damage dealing? These guys don't have a lot of HP.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I thought it was they had to see the light, so I thought she'd be unconscious. So, can I move back 15 feet?
Yeah, sure.
And just shoot instead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'll cast a firebolt at one of the Deinonychus.
Okay.
Deinonychi?
Dionychuses? It's
Feel
Deinonychus, but
the poops.
Deinonychus? I don't know, whatever.
Dinosaur.
Dinos. Velociraptors.
Yeah.
Okay,
Michael Crichton
I know.
presents Velociraptors.
I attack the one next to Octurus.
Okay, the firebolt. Okay, yeah, you hit it.
Deal 11 points of fire damage.
Don't you
Mhm.
get +5?
No, he's got to use a special thing for that.
Yeah.
It's including the +5.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just rolled real bad.
Okay.
Okay, and that's your turn, Malik?
Mhm.
Okay, Arcturus.
I reach out and touch Little Fox, and I cast the highest level healing that I can.
Okay.
A level 3 cure wounds, and I'm just like, please, dear Lord, 19 HP, get up off the ground. And I immediately point over to Ishii, and I'm like, save Ishii. We have to go. This is too like, this is ridiculous. This thing can. Misty step. We have to leave. Get Ishii. Let's go. And then I look at the Deinonychus in front of me, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, ah, with my shield.
Okay, all right. So nothing for your bonus action?
No,
Okay.
I can't cast any other spells. I can't do Spare the Dying because it's a full action. So,
Okay. Little Fox, it's your turn. You are lying on your butt.
All right. Half movement to stand.
Yes.
Whip out my healing potion that's in my bag or
Mhm.
whatever, like on my belt. It's handy.
Yep.
I'm gonna put it in Ishii's mouth,
So that is an action.
which is my full action to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, Alphon, you go ahead and roll
Okay.
whatever it is, 1d8.
2d4
Healing
plus
potion
2.
2d4 plus 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 8 HP.
Okay. So you're
bonus action. Ah!
you're not
Yeah.
dying. You're just laying on your butt.
Like frantically, she like gives, like pours this potion down Ishii's mouth while like hissing at the fucking
Yeah. Okay. So
dinosaur.
stand draw an item while standing as part of your move action.
Yeah.
Use your action to feed Ishi the
Action to-
potion. Yep.
Get rid of the potion. I will rage
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I am able to spend some of my move to pick up my weapon that's on the
Nope.
ground, I
You're
would.
pulling the
Oh,
potion was the thing. You get to like draw one item as part of your
Hanging
move.
out.
So no, your weapon is still on the ground.
Yeah. So I'm just hanging out.
Okay. All right. Bag du Nails is gonna take a shot.
All right, let's go. Bag of fails.
Come on. Bag of fails. I
So
love
Bag of Fails does indeed miss.
What?
The Tabaxi Hunter gets 2 shots.
it.
God.
Bag of fails. My favorite. You guys suck so much.
How,
Yep.
how are they
God.
bad?
It's
How are
nothing.
they in Omu? How did they get
No
him?
one knows. They're the worst. Tabaxi suck. They're good stuff. They can't do anything.
Damn it, bag of fails.
So they're peppering the King of Feathers with arrows, but nothing is happening.
I mean, he's still getting peppered with arrows. That's,
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
just bouncing off of him. Okay, so your dolphins are if you begin your turn or if you move into them, right?
Yes, I believe so. Let me check
Okay,
out the
well-
Spirit Guardians.
Fuck
Blah,
this.
blah, blah. Okay, when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So when it enters the area, it will take the damage. Yes.
Okay. So it's gonna Misty Step here.
Okay.
He'll take the hit. Doesn't really matter.
Oh boy.
16
Okay.
radiant damage, DC 14 wisdom save. This is where we die.
Here comes the big Tyrannosaurus.
So 8.
8 damage. He teleports back in, and then he's gonna make a bite attack on Little Fox. He sees his little snack isn't. It's up again. This is not how this is supposed to go. So bite attack on Little Fox. Tail on Arcturus.
Okay, cool. Fucking fuck.
So 29 piercing damage. So halved to
14.
14.
14 damage. I got 5 HP left.
Yeah. So you're grappled.
Okay,
I'm grappled again.
And then tail attack on Arcturus.
great.
It's like Ishi is just getting up,
Nope.
and then she like turns and then
I
this thing.
Okay. All right. So the swarm of insects, I think it just dies because even if it makes the save, it gets
Okay.
dolphined. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's dolphined to death. And then Ishi, it's your turn.
stand up
Okay.
and try and nail this Deinonychus that's in front of our
So as you're standing up, you're picking up your sword.
Yeah.
Instead of your shield.
Well, my shield is on my arm,
Shield
isn't it?
is tied to
Yeah,
you.
but it's not tied to your arm. It's held in your hand.
Okay, fucking fine. I need my sword. Give me my sword.
that's fine.
Fucking
Okay.
stab people. Let's
All right.
go.
So you get up, you grab your sword.
Right here, 18. Does that hit?
Which one are you attacking?
The
The
one
one by me.
between
The two of you? Yep, that's a hit.
me and Arcturus. So that's 10.
I think it might be down.
I'm waiting. For
Yes. Yeah, you kill that one.
And then I stab the other one.
Okay.
14. Is 14 to hit?
Yes, it is.
Sweet. For 10.
Okay. All right. There you go. All right.
Last
Cool.
Deinonychus want to get attacked by some dolphins? Yeah, you feeling?
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter whether he gets the save.
You want to get
Yes.
some dolphin?
Well,
I
I mean, I
unless-
guess if you're old 3.
Dolphin.
Yeah. Okay.
Get dolphin.
All right.
Deinonychus.
So he's down. Okay.
Okay.
All
All right,
right.
we just got to deal with the king now.
Malik, it's your turn.
All right. Yeah, it's same as last time. Quicken spell fireball into
Firebolt.
firebolt. Yep. That's my last.
How many more
feather.
points do you have? Did you
This
quicken
is
spell? This is your last one?
Yep.
Okay.
So my last 2 sorcery points.
Okay.
Fireball. 39.
Okay. Let's
Big
make
number.
Save. Okay. So what's half that? 19?
Oh, yep. Sorry.
Okay.
Because it would be 20 or 19.
Yep. Then I firebolt.
Mhm.
18.
Whoa, nice roll.
He's still going.
Oh god.
And I'm going to fly slightly higher. Just in case.
How much further up do you want to go?
I don't know, 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to I think I don't think I can take an attack of opportunity. So I'm just going to probably heal, I think. Or should I do damage? What do you guys think?
He's gonna have a lot of health, so like keeping people alive is probably
Okay, I'll heal Little Fox again because I saw that really big hit.
And I mean your dolphins are gonna do
I'm in
damage
its-
anyway, right? So
You're in its jaws?
I'm in its jaws.
Grappled.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast level 2 Cure Wounds. 'cause-
Unless you can do like more than a huge amount, it'll just go away again. I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know.
it's better that it goes away again than Little Fox goes on.
No, because the thing, like, healing me is really efficient because it.
because it you
Rage.
take
Oh,
half
'cause
damage.
His
it's doubled,
damage is
yes,
halved.
that makes
She's
sense.
rage.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So you
Really
get
good.
16 HP from a level 2. Oh, that was level 1. Level 2. There we go. I'm making sure I'm keeping track of my spell slots. And then I probably just like stand shaking with my shield up and my get my
Keep
war.
those dolphins going. All right, so Little
Keep
Fox.
thinking about dolphins.
Little Fox, you are grappled by the King of Feathers.
It's a DC 17.
DC 17 to break it. Grappled means you can't move. You're also restrained, so you can't pick up your hammer. You punch him, I guess, for like 3 damage.
Can I? Oh no, I couldn't. I could pick up Little
Not,
Fox's hammer.
but
as
that's
part
like
of
a
my
full
move
action to
But
like pick it up
can
and
I can draw another
throw it
weapon.
to her.
Yeah.
Right, Adam. If I have another weapon on my person, I can draw it.
I don't know if you're grappled and restrained.
It doesn't say no, but it's an odd one.
It's not as is the drawing of the weapon part of your move action or is it an action in itself?
Part
if
of
it's
move, and
your
you have no.
move
You
action,
can't.
you
Let
can't
me look. Let me look. So
Is it that I can't move or that I can't?
I gotta check both. So let's see. It's not use an object. I hate this. It comes up every time because it's so unclear. It's my understanding that you can draw one weapon during your turn as part of a move action. And I think.
And if I were standing still, you wouldn't be like.
Right. Yeah.
"Oh, you
Exactly.
didn't move,
It's
so
and
you
that's
can't
so we
draw
got to
a
check the other things. Okay. So it's you get to do like a draw as part of a move, and then I'll check grappled and restrained because if it just if all it
says,
does
like,
is reduce it to 0.
Yeah, it reduces to 0. Looking.
which doesn't mean that you
recall
can't
correctly.
take the action. It just means you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could draw it, but you're.
Yeah. So I think you still have your move action, but you can't go anywhere with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, she pulls out. I'll pull out the oar,
Okay.
the trusty oar. It's like handy, like on her pack or something. So she just like tears it out of the straps.
Well, yeah,
and
because it'd be
starts
longer, right?
Wailing on this thing with it.
If anything can defeat this guy, it's puns.
Okay. Let's see real quick here. So I think because you're restrained, you have disadvantage on your attack roll. Yeah.
Cool. So I will recklessly attack it.
Because
so
it
it's
doesn't.
just a regular. So just a
matter.
regular
in and
attack.
out. And then I'm raging already.
Nice.
Oh, nice hit.
Okay.
So with the 23, first hit for 12 damage.
Okay.
Second attack, a 14.
That's a hit. Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
For another 12 damage.
All right. You kill him.
So
You're like in his jaw, just bashing him in the head.
Are
with
you
this
for
oar.
real right now?
So yeah, she's like holding its mouth open and like batting it because the oar is a one-handed weapon. She's like clubbing its mouth. I think like she gets it in the jaw in a way where it like slackens a little bit, pulls over so she's up kind of above the line of its teeth, and jabs the oar in its eye.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Rides it onto the ground.
It tumbles over
Holy
sideways. You fall
shit.
prone on the ground near it. You're
Yeah,
not
just
grappled or restrained anymore.
tumbles out of its mouth.
Holy shit.
What are you gonna do? You still have the rest of your
Fuck
turn. You
out.
still have a move.
No, you
Uh,
use your move action to draw.
No. You still have part of your move
I
action.
haven't,
Like
like,
if
used
your
up
action,
my-
you can
Yeah.
stand up.
Yeah, she stands up and does a roar of triumph, I guess,
Okay.
Ah.
as for the remainder of my move.
So
Actually, she'll pick up her hammer because she lands near it too. So she picks up.
no. You already drew a weapon as part of your move.
I guess right. No,
Yeah.
So,
So you land, pick yourself up. You're like roaring at the corpse, and when you're done roaring, you can hear Bag of Nails also like roaring in anger, and he shoots you
course.
with his bow.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
You stole his kill. He specifically
it's
said,
true.
"Don't kill
Tabaxi.
this thing. It's mine." So
I was
he-
talking to Tabaxi when I said
Yeah,
that. by the way.
yeah. No, I know. I'm just explaining why he's being an asshole right now. So he's gonna
Oh,
shoot Little
I get
Fox.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill his ass.
He shoots you with the bow.
he has advantage.
I was like the one time he's
Still
gonna
misses.
hit well.
He
Yeah.
still misses.
Still misses.
What?
And
Bag
then
of
he's
fails.
going to let's see.
I'm taking his arrows once I.
Let's see.
Once we murder
I'm
him.
taking his entire skin.
Yeah, make a rug
Wow.
out
What
of
an
it.
asshole.
Yeah, he's gonna jump down, and he's just like screaming in rage. He's gonna jump down and run at you. So let's see. He's gonna move.
Wow,
Give me
bag
like
of
a
fails.
million miles an hour as well because he's the back.
Okay.
Bag of fails.
And I think he gets his like feline agility. So he's gonna move. Yeah, he moves again. All right, and then the Tabaxi, as he's running towards you, the hunter is firing arrows at you. So Little Fox, 2 shots at you because you did the bad.
Fuck.
Oh, you got one good hit.
So that's a hit for 3 damage,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and another hit
for another 2.
Wait, 12 is a hit?
No, they have
Yeah.
advantage.
Advantage.
because
Oh.
I did reckless attack against.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah,
Because
and
we
Bag
thought
and
that
Bag of
was
Nails
only
needs to
one.
make the wisdom save against. The...
Because we
Yes,
thought
that's
thought
true.
Bag of Fails wouldn't
Okay.
be this stupid. But
I didn't know I would.
Can you
kill
roll?
it.
Can you roll damage,
Also,
Arcturus?
yeah,
Thanks.
like
Bag of fails
Oof.
takes 9 damage.
All right. Okay. So King of Feathers is dead. Ishi, it's your turn.
I turn around and stab
Yes.
this nerd.
Okay.
I was really worried for a second then.
I really wanted to
Feathers
see
were gonna
zombie
explode
king.
into bees.
Bee explosion. Yeah.
Oh
Everyone
wait,
hears
oh
a
wait,
tick,
okay,
tick,
wait.
tick, and then
I have disadvantage on this because it's funny. So this,
Oh yeah.
so 18
That'll do.
Mm-hmm.
for 15 damage.
'Kay.
And then another rapier attack for 19. Or
Yep,
13,
wait.
sorry. 13.
No, 13's a miss.
13's a miss.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I can do.
Okay. Malik.
You guys will be able to move so that you can like pack tactics that guy. I'll attack the ranged dude. And I'm out of fancy business, so I'm just going to cast Scorching Ray.
What's the distance on that?
It's like 120 feet or something. I think.
Yeah, I think it's 120. Yes, it is 120.
So you're fine.
Normal attack. 24 is a hit.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll do the +5 on that one for a total of 12.
Okay.
20 for another 10.
Okay.
And a miss.
Yeah.
Actually, how am I doing on lucky points? Do I need to? No, I've got 1 left. I need to keep that.
Okay. All right.
just gonna-
Arcturus, it's your turn.
I am.
And you were
going-
sorry, Dave. You were attacking Bag of Nails, right? Or were you attacking?
No.
No,
oh,
I was
you were
attacking
attacking the
the
other
one
guy.
in range.
Okay, hold on. I gotta refund Bag of Nails a bunch of hit points then.
It's 22.
Let me see what I've got going on. Ishi, you look pretty rough, right?
Yeah, I'm riding low on the hit point scale, but I have 3 parries left. So if I'm
Okay,
getting
no,
hit-
it's fine. I'm like out of the range of these people, and I'll go ahead and yeah, I'll healing word you.
Okay.
Level 2 healing word for our friendo. Did that go? Yeah. Okay. Ishi, Take
Cool.
7 hit points.
I will.
And then I yell at Bag of Nails, and I'm like, "You don't have to do this. He attacked us. It was an accident.
It was not an accident.
Please don't kill us. Everything hurts."
Did you
You're
did
so
you use
full of
an
shit.
action, Luge?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, you probably still hammer him.
I don't want to.
Fair.
I mean, you could
You
move
can
into
take
combat
dodge
with
then.
him to
You
give.
might as well dodge.
I'll take the dodge action. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take the dodge action. I'm just like, please, no. This is yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to move at all?
I'm going to move away from the corpse of the guy. I'm gonna go like
Back away. Okay. All
over
right.
here.
Little Fox, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even tag him. You wouldn't get any XP. You missed.
So Little Fox drops the ore, like picks up her big hammer because she's mad and wants a better implement of murder. And then we'll run over here.
Sure.
And I will recklessly attack this guy with
Bag of
my
nails. Okay.
ball. Yeah,
Sure.
you bag of
Oh.
dongles
Bag of dongles. Okay. Yeah.
for 16 damage.
Okay.
And
None of this needed to happen.
is I assume a 13. is
That's a
not
miss. Yeah.
These guys probably have better seen that. So yeah, she like clocks him once, and then like he ducks and rolls, and she misses, and this like blow that would have killed him, and shouts in his face.
Okay. Yeah. He's screaming too. He's making angry cat noises. He
Ow.
gets his save for the
Okay,
spirits.
so he takes half damage.
hmm
Plus half of 17, which is 8.
Okay. All right. And then he's going to move out of. Actually, he'll stay. He's on death mode now. Let's do the other one first. So this hunter is going to shoot at Malik twice.
Fair.
Poing. And second shot. Okay. Nope. They're not. I mean, they're low. He's a low level monster. He's just like a little helper.
I'm really not scared of that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
Basically, all I wanted to do was if he hit, make Malik fail the con save
Oh,
and
yeah,
fall
totally.
70 feet.
So-
Right.
Yes.
And then and then I think this hunter is gonna drop down behind here, so that Malik can't see him with the lasers anymore. And then Bag Nails gets multiple attacks now because he's not using his longbow. So let's take a look at that. This character sheet is very long. Reload. He's got a
By the way,
short sword.
oh, he's got a short sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 attacks with his short sword, and Little Fox is the target of his ire. So here's the first attack. And are these at advantage? Because you're recklessly
Oh
attacking?
yeah, I recklessly attacked.
Okay. Ooh, you're lucky. Okay. And then the second one.
Oh.
There it is. Okay. So you need to make a con save. You take the 8, round it down to 4. And then a DC 15 con save. Okay, you get it. So you
Whoa.
take 14 damage?
Yeah.
Poison?
Yeah, so
Half of
half
that.
So I'm
7.
still up.
Holy
Holy
shit.
shit.
Little Fox
That
is
is-
a monster.
I want that poison.
That's why healing was a good idea.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Mm.
this
good.
is.
Okay. All right, Ishi,
I
your turn.
soak the images.
I stabinate this guy. And
Stabinator.
It's at regular. And I've learned, I think, that sneak attack can be used if I have anything that is, if I have a person adjacent to me.
So
Or
let's
adjacent
see.
to the target,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's quite
Regardless of
unclear.
whether I have advantage or not. Here's the blurb, Adam.
Yeah. So the salient point here is you don't need advantage if another enemy is within 5. Another enemy of that target is within 5 feet. They're not incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage.
But you
So-
have disadvantage.
Well,
I
you do,
don't
but
have
it's also countered by. So
By
let's look at
pack
how
action.
advantage works.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Because the question is, do they both stay in the like?
you-
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
have advantage and disadvantage?
And disadvantage.
Right, and is the result that it's normal,
Or
or
do
does
they-
advantage nullify disadvantage? In which case, you do not have. You're considered to have neither. It actually does call it out.
Perfect.
So there you
Okay,
go.
Good.
All right, so
I did
we're
not
good.
expect that clarity from the rules. There
We're
you
good
go.
then.
No, it's nice that there is that little.
So rapier attack misses. And then rapier attack 19
The 19 hits. Yep.
for 8 damage.
Okay.
Plus sneak attack for 6
Oh,
damage.
nice. Good sneak
Ooh.
attack. Okay.
Nice sneak.
All right.
Well, because like Bag of Nails turns on Little Fox, and then Ishi is left with an open back to stab. It's great.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. While we're on the subject of sneak attack, he does get. Bagnails should have had sneak attack on that last attack. So
Because you had advantage.
I have advantage.
Because
Yeah.
the reckless attack. Right.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
Okay, well.
now we know.
Well, I mean, yeah. Are we just because we rushed ahead? Like, can I roll it, or do we think
I
that we should
mean,
just
we
move
didn't
on?
rush ahead. You had an ability that you didn't.
To be fair, I have to remember how to play a
Yes.
lot more characters than you do.
I'm fine with you
Yeah,
rolling.
go
I
ahead.
think that's fine.
Like, I don't think it's fair for me to have to remember the mechanics of every single monster as exactingly as you have to remember your for one character.
Unless he has a 2d6 sneak attack and rolls really high,
The 46.
Okay, that is enough to take me down. So
That's okay.
Well,
He's-
But then that changes retroactively what happened on my turn because I don't have sneak attack anymore.
let's not get too complicated about it. Let's
Okay.
leave
We'll just let it
yours
ride.
as is.
Sure.
And you dealt all the damage that you dealt. You keep your sneak attack and everything, and we'll just move on to the
Yeah.
next
Okay.
turn. Okay. Unless you want to move or anything, Ishi, because you can move around if you want to reposition.
Actually, yeah. If Little Fox is down, I'm gonna move beside Little Fox. There.
Okay. All right. Malik, it is your turn.
I shout down to Arcturus, like, can you get her back up?
Yeah, yes, yeah, yes, yes.
Okay.
Everything will be all right. I think.
Yep, no, I only have 6 seconds. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, you heard yes, so you're good.
I'm just mumbling afterward, like,
Aha! How's your cover working now, nerd?
Okay, so you move action over there.
Yeah, I don't know how much health this thing's got. I mean, to be on the safe side, I think I'll use all 3 rays on him again.
Yeah.
Kind of want to split it up, but I don't want to hedge it really.
Mhm.
We use the extra. I've got to declare it now. I'll say yes. I'll hit him with that 15.
Okay.
Since I'm hitting all of them on the same target anyway.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Mhm.
Okay. Is a 13 a
No,
hit?
it is not. That's a miss.
Okay. 25.
Yeah, that's a hit.
5 more.
For a 5. Okay, that's just enough to do it. So you get him. You fly around the corner, blast him, and then down he goes. Smoldering. Smells like burnt fur. Cool.
I like cats normally, but you ones, you're naughty cats. You get, it's like a squatty bottle, except filled with napalm.
okay.
terrifying.
I move over to Little Fox, and I'm like, oh no, oh, get up, please. And I touch you, and I cast the spell, my last 2nd level spell. I'm using all my spells. God fucking fuck, damn it. 6 HP.
Mhm.
You're not dead.
You're
So
using enough to get me on my feet, so that's cool.
Mhm.
and then I probably just like look around and I'm like, we have to get out of this place. This
I hate this jungle.
Kill that cat!
sorry.
Okay. So move. You've got some more moving if you want to use it.
No, it's fine.
Okay. All right. So Little Fox, I assume stand and grab your hammer as you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
She's just like-
you're unraged.
Yeah, and she's gonna re-rage and get back in the fight. She's just like knocked out. Get back up, immediately resume smashing. I will use a reckless attack.
Oh,
How many rages do you have?
I have 1 more rage left. I
You
go
miss.
14 to hit. Yeah, and the second one,
Oh,
a 16.
you hit just barely.
All right, for 12 damage.
Okay. All right. Still alive.
Why is he still alive?
Because you're not doing enough
Okay,
damage to
back
kill
He
him.
can take 3d8.
Oh yeah, that might get him.
Ooh,
If he
boy.
could roll.
That's a
Oof.
horrible roll.
All
It's
right.
okay. I did well on the King of
So
Feathers.
let's save. He makes
Yeah.
the save,
So 4.
which is
4.
exactly how many hit points he had left.
Ah, the dolphins swarm his corpse.
So with a mighty shriek, the dolphins fly through him, tearing apart his very spirit, and with a last snarl of release and victory, he grabs his heart as it beats its last, looks up at you, little fox, with a look on his face like, "Ha, I win, fuck you," and then dies. Dies at your
What I
feet.
wanted.
And with that, the jungle falls silent.
The
The stink of blood and corpse fills the air. Dolphins still swarming around because you got like another 95 rounds of dolphin
Yeah,
swarm.
the dolphins are still here, and I'm like, I've seen too many zombies for me to be comfortable. Let's go, please. Yes.
Wait,
Run.
Yeah.
this thing must have treasure. Something.
He's a king. He's a king of feathers.
I don't.
Yeah, go cut him open. See what's inside.
Then
no.
hide somewhere. I'm not.
I
leaving.
just like my dolphins because there's nothing to attack. They just like come like up to me and they're just like forming a protective dolphin shield. And I'm just like stepping like I expect a trap like any second. And I'm just like So yeah, I guess like where are we going? I don't know. Where's
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Combat is over.
I turned to Little Fox and I go, that thing was big.
Yeah, and she just plops down onto her butt and just like, ugh.
Okay, I will
She
use
died like 3 times.
No, it's
Yeah.
here. I will use cure wounds on Little Fox and one on Ishi and one on myself, level 1. So
I was 1 death save away from dying forever
Okay.
during that fight.
that's for Little Fox.
Yeah, if I had landed one of
This
those,
is for
that's
Ishi.
that Deinonychus attack.
And then the last one's for me.
If I hadn't parried
Okay.
the first one at him,
That
it
was
would have done.
so incredibly close, over and over and over and over again.
Okay.
That's
All right. We all have a little bit more health to go scrounging around this place with.
Yeah, fucking
And
fly
now
around and
we-
do shit.
So before we do that, this is a great place to take a break. So we'll
Yeah.
fade out on the like everybody like gets to take a deep breath. And remember, this part of the jungle is like totally silent, right? Like even the animals and insects are like scared of the King of Feathers. So yeah, as soon as the ringing in your ears, the pounding of blood like gives off a little bit, there's this eerie quiet, and there's just like a breeze gently moving the feathers on the corpse of the king. Yeah, Orvex Orcramus peers out from behind a bush like, my goodness. And we fade to black with the amphitheater in the background. So when we get back, you can pillage the area. You can see if you can find the King of Feathers loot. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Stupid Orvex.
This stream is brought to you by Roll20, an easy-to-use virtual tabletop dedicated to making tabletop RPGs accessible to everyone. Join the adventuring party at roll20.net. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to that most victorious of parties. Roll20 presents Tomb of Annihilation. I am very impressed. Good job, everybody. I'm really glad that you managed to get through it with Bag of Fails and his friend and the massive amount of help that they gave you. I don't think you could have made it on your own. I think if
Yeah,
it were for
They
them,
did 0 points of damage.
I'm just glad that
They
you
didn't even
turned off.
distract the king of.
I know, right? Like he just did nothing.
I'm just glad you turned off your hacks for that fight, Adam.
I don't have hacks, all right.
I don't know.
Otherwise, Bag of Fails would have done something, right? I have to.
Because you
I can't turn
turned
it on or
off
off. I have to
your
self
hacks.
hack too.
No, you turn off your hacks. I know that's what happened.
And we got so in chat, and this is a great idea. I'm writing this down. Wolf from the Arctic just said Nubub is actually Ooptao in disguise. Wouldn't that be like that'd be such a Saturday morning cartoon thing? Like at the very end,
all
you
along.
get out of the dungeon, you're like, we did it, everyone. We defeated the Tomb of Annihilation, and then you hear like a deep voice from your bag, like, congratulations, Ishi Snaggletooth, you finally did it. I've been watching you all along, and you're like a little tiny.
Wow.
So it's victory time. What do you want to do? There's dinosaur bodies all over the place. You know, people say that the dinosaurs went extinct because of a meteorite or evolution or something. I think it was player characters. I think
it was dolphins.
PCs extincted the dinosaurs.
The dolphins did it.
I gotta say, Spirit Guardians came in clutch. This particular
Spirit Guardians and Fly.
Yeah.
Like it's like I couldn't attack Dave after the first 2 rounds. And then Spirit Guardians was good to just like keep the damage up even when the damage dealers were down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, I guess, from a design perspective. The combat is so reliant on like melee and ground stuff because.
Well, even and I was thinking about this in between. Even if the King of Feathers' only recourse to dealing with like flying characters is barf bees at them, but Fly is so fast, the bees would never catch up.
But the thing is, right, like the thing with Fly, and the thing that always comes into my mind when I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I'll fly 60 feet into the air is like
that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if someone hits you, you tumble and you die.
And you die.
Yeah. But the problem is just like it's really easy to make concentration saves usually. Like you really have to blow
But like
it.
even if like
so.
we're talking about a mage that flies, you hit him for like 30 damage or something, like let's say, I don't know how you would do that, but like another spellcaster or something, and then while they're in their death save mode, they're plummeting to their doom. They're gonna hit the ground, take 2 failed death saves like immediately.
Yeah, the funny thing about the failed death saves, and I was reading about this too because I was rereading a bunch of combat stuff in between. The double failed death save is only on a crit, and that's only on a hit, and things like falling and fireball and whatever can't cause crits.
Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
Which is super weird. Yeah. So you actually can't die unless you take so much damage from falling that it kills you instantly. You can't die from a fall.
But I can imagine that taking so much damage that you die instantly is a thing you could do while you were flying.
Well, let's imagine had one of those arrows hit, right? Like Dave, you would have taken like a d6 plus 3.
So that wouldn't have put Dave down anyway.
So d6 plus 3 definitely wouldn't have put you down. And then I guess if the longbow had hit you and you took all that poison damage and stuff, but yeah it's a weird thing how to deal with like flying and how to challenge characters who can fly and then just throw fireballs.
Confined spaces.
Yeah. Well, and again, we haven't been in a dungeon yet.
Which we'll get to.
Yeah, and this is why I think that if you're fighting and like where the onus on the GM becomes difficult, where like if you're fighting a dragon, you kind of have to be cheap. You kind of have to be like, cool, the dragon flies out of range and just breathes fire on you till you're all dead.
Well, which is what it would do.
Which is what it would do. Yeah, you have to do the inverse. But what's funny is when a PC is doing it, it feels like a good tactical sense, but it can feel really mean when the GM does it because the GM has an infinite number of dragons and you just have the one player. So
yeah, exactly.
So
So what do you want to do?
As to what we're doing now.
Yeah, you're in this. We fade back in on the amphitheater,
right? Yeah,
in the background. Yeah, you didn't quite get to it. There's the dead Stegosaurus, and then in the background, through the trees, there are the seats of this massive stone amphitheater. The whole area is quiet, but I think that as the wildlife starts to realize the King of Feathers is dead, we start to hear the chirping of insects. We hear the birds. And the place starts to slowly kind of return to normal.
So I think we're looking for stuff, right? Like, I mean, I'm gonna check the King of Feathers' body. I doubt it has like anything on it, but because it's a dinosaur.
Scales, feathers, big sharp
because
teeth.
It's a dinosaur, and this isn't World of Warcraft. Yeah.
Oh, can I take a feather?
Yeah, of course. You can take a
Little Fox
handful.
is already taken.
I like creep really slowly toward it, and like the dolphins are probably like poking at it, and then I like.
They don't poke. They swarm around you in a horrible
like
storm.
Okay, well they're like also hesitant because I decided.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, I like just take one of the feathers and then like dart back, and I'm like.
Okay, yeah.
It occurs to me that I want to loot bag of fails.
These are the kinds of feathers that, in addition to a bunch of other magical feathers, you would use to make like a Qualls feather token, right? It like, you know, like feathers from a dinosaur, right? Is the kind of things like breath of a cat or whatever. Right? Like
What's
these
a
are
Qualls
kind of
feather token?
It's a magic item.
Oh.
That lets you do like fly and some other bird type shit.
It's a featherfall thing, isn't it?
It's got a bunch of effects, I think, depending on the feather you pull from it.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's not in the SRD, so or I spelled qual wrong.
Yeah.
QL, I think.
So yeah. Little
Oh,
Fox
this
has
is one of those items they took the name off of. It's just called feather token now.
Ah.
So you can look it up in the SRD if you want to see what it does. Anyway.
It's not Qualls, it's mine.
Yeah, so anybody can write down they have a handful of feathers. You wanted to loot a bag of fails?
They're
Yeah.
enormous feathers, right?
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
Some of them are smaller, right? There's down underneath.
Yeah, of course. Cool. Okay.
But yeah, the King of Feathers is somewhere between T-Rex and dinosaur and has a big horn on the end of his nose for some reason. Okay.
He's also a part rhino.
So bag of fails has he has his arrows, his longbow arrows. And he has a short sword.
They have sweet poison on them because I want those. If so, geez.
Yeah, you don't have a longbow though, right? Like they're
I have a
different.
short bow.
they're
not
different
different
arrows.
arrows. Arrows are arrows.
No, because
Arrows
the
are
pull
same.
on a short bow isn't long enough to go all the way down to longbow arrow.
Arrows
in
are
this
arrows.
in this
I'm
game, does the
pretty
game
sure.
care?
If you go to D&D and you look up arrows or bolts, it's arrows and they're the same.
Yeah, that's dumb. But okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, you can recover. Nice. Okay, 6 of them.
Sweet.
The poison won't last though, so
Oh.
it'll dry up. He applied it before he came out here, so I'll make a note how long it'll last.
All right.
So you want to
Quick,
use those
let's
up.
get into combat again. And use...
Yeah, right now.
No. Not right
I'm
now.
gonna swoop over while they're getting those.
Well, hold on, I'm not done.
Hang on.
So Bag of Nails also has the short sword, and the scabbard has a little bit of poison still left in it. So I will roll to see how many applications of that it works. Okay.
Okay, so like scabbard of short sword. Here?
Yeah, I mean the sword and the scabbard go together.
Okay. Short sword.
It's a regular short sword, but the scabbard still has some poison in it.
Cool.
And that's it. He doesn't have anything else.
Got it. He has nothing. He's just naked.
He's just
after
like
that?
he's an old suicidal tabaxi.
Yeah, he wanted to die.
He
Remember?
does have a house somewhere where he might keep his stuff, but
Okay. Well, that's good then. I'm done. I'm done with him. Dave, what are you gonna do?
Sorry, yeah. I was just gonna say I was gonna head over to the amphitheater. And,
by yourself.
How far away are we?
Like 100 yards still.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
It's like wait, like you'll have to. It's a different location. Yeah. Don't. I'm just asking if like you want to go over there by yourself, you can. But
No, I
Yeah,
don't think
just
treasure's
stay
going anywhere. Yeah. Treasure probably isn't going anywhere. No, I'll just go down and help with looting the other dudes and stuff. I check this dude. Probably doesn't have anything interesting, but except
Little Fox is searching the King of Feathers. Does the King of Feathers like have anything notable on his person?
no.
Cool.
Don't open the mouth. There might still be bees.
Yeah, and she's not dumb enough to let the bees out.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can probably. The thing is he's magical, so it's not like he's like literally full of bees. The bees get like conjured from the elemental plane of bees, I guess. I don't have enough information to explain the bee thing. I just know that it's there.
I wish we had. I wish
plane of bees.
I don't like it's literally why can the King of Feathers teleport? Why does he barf? I don't know. We don't know. There's no answers to these questions.
science does not have the answer.
That's
That's
where
right.
all the bees have gone.
He's an enchanted Tyrannosaurus.
All of the bees have gone to the elemental
Sorry,
plane.
I'm
of
sorry. This
bees?
is the para-elemental plane of wasps. They're not actually bees. They're wasps.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Elemental plane of wasps is a lot
That's
meaner.
way worse. Yeah.
So what you're saying is, to fix like the ecology of the world, we need to make that portal somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring
Open up
them-
All the bees are dying.
elemental plane of bees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I
yeah,
would
the King
love
of
to-
Feathers doesn't have anything.
I would love to
on
have
him.
some trophy of it. I think maybe she'll like crack a couple of its teeth out of its mouth to have as to add to her little like
Yeah.
beast totems.
Oh yeah,
and
there's
stuff.
all kinds of trophies and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's like significant.
You find your own flesh and hair like in his teeth, right?
Yeah.
Like
Like, yeah, and like touches her side like.
I think like I'm following around after Ishi and Little Fox, like using like I don't know gauze and like patting where you're like bloody and being like, oh no, you know.
It's just being like overly attentive.
Yeah.
Well, you both died
Yeah.
multiple times. Well, for multiple times for Little Fox. So like Arcturus is being very much like that kind of like post adrenaline rush, like like shakiness and like just like patting at you and being motherly. Like
So I don't think this is where we're gonna find anything interesting. I mean, not that I don't think the corpse of the
And I'm like watching Little Fox tear a tooth out of the.
not that I don't think the corpse of the big dinosaur is interesting, but there's probably other stuff somewhere. All the people that went to go try and kill this thing had to die somewhere.
what if it has a mate?
I think we would have heard about the king and queen of feathers, don't you?
I just I'm
I could kill another one of those.
Yeah, Little Fox is done with this, and she's gonna start walking towards the amphitheater carefully. She's wary of more bullshit.
Okay, I'm coming. Don't.
Arcturus is like behind you, like maybe we should, I don't know, rest or like running behind you guys.
Okay. So you wanna head off to the shadowy area of the amphitheater?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, it doesn't take long to get there. You arrive at the amphitheater, a ruined amphitheater that looms over the surrounding buildings, which are all in ruins. This is like a little area the jungle hasn't finished consuming yet. Vines cling to its steps and animal statues line its stands. The muddy ground outside is stripped clean of vegetation. An eerie silence hangs over the area. Where before no birds cry, no insects chirp, you can start to hear, like I said, some of that happen. Around there are footprints, there are discarded feathers, shed scales. This is clear that this is the King of Feathers' domain. And near the back, there's probably, like, I guess he would have started to have, like, nesting instinct. So there's, like, a pile of, like, broken trees and, like, chewed up logs that have been, like, jammed into a sort of nest in the back. And underneath the stands, there is you can see here a shadowy opening into some like, tunnels underneath the stands to let you kind of, like, move around during events.
That seems like. Well, I'll check the nest from above.
How
Okay.
long
If I
does
can-
fly last?
Like an hour.
Oh wow, that's pretty neat.
Okay. Yeah. There's like I said, like bones, and if you're just flying above it, looking at it, it just looks like a tangle of bones, dried leaves, fronds, kind of mush down around the outside.
Okay. I mean, I land and I'll investigate it, see if it's put any shiny stuff like a magpie would maybe in the nest.
Okay. Yeah. Make an investigation check. Okay.
8.
You don't find anything. There is, I think around it, there's like that kind of papery, like you can hear the buzzing too, like papery evidence of like wasp nests that grow up and then get rolled over, knocked over by the tail, and then rebuilt. So yeah, you can see that there are a bunch of like wasps sort of in the area, in the corners and like up on the walls and stuff. And I think that yeah, it takes you like 15-20 minutes to like search through this area.
Okay.
You've
Yeah,
looked
I
and
was
it's done.
reminded by chat. It's only 10 minutes, so like I land.
Sure.
I've invested.
Okay. So while Malik is searching the nest, what's everybody else doing?
How much you want to bet what we're looking for is in the tunnels?
I don't want to go in the tunnels.
I do. I like tunnels.
Yeah.
What if there
You're
are
like
more?
the tunnels are probably cool and they're dark and this horrible sun won't be getting in your eyes anymore.
The worst.
What if there are more of those? You know, I mean, I'm sure the King of Feathers can't fit in there, but those little ones. Maybe we should, I don't know, find some place.
This is where the King of Feathers lived. There's not gonna be like a whole bunch of other stuff. I feel like he would have been mad about that.
Arcturus is just
Mhm.
very like scarred.
Listen, if you're scared, you can stay here. I'm gonna go check the tunnels.
Oh, but what if you get into trouble?
I'll yell really loud.
Okay, I'll just stand out here.
Yeah, just be careful.
Can I like be looking around and see if there's
I got my eye
anything
out. It's fine.
like out in the open that like is other than the nest and the tunnels? Is there anything like around and about?
Just what I described.
Okay, then I won't bother about it. I'm just like worrying my fingers and like
Yeah. Keeping an eye out.
Yeah, Little Fox will follow Ishi in just to
Yeah,
keep her out of
we're
trouble.
gonna
let's wait out here
check out
alone.
these cool tunnels where
Yeah.
adventurers probably stumbled into and died after they were mortally wounded. It's great.
So, Little Fox, are you gonna light a torch, or because it's dark in these tunnels?
I'll maybe
I can cast light on your like hammer
Malik,
before you go in.
yeah,
Okay.
get him to, or not Malik, sorry, Arcturus, get him to like provide some light. And
Okay. So
And,
you,
like,
the
I
tunnels
like
are
have
lit with
light
this
on.
strange kind of aquarium, this flickering aquarium light as you head in there.
And I definitely like tie a little bit of gauze around your like arm tighter, and I'm like, be careful.
So one of you make an investigation check with advantage because the two of you are going to search these
Okay.
tunnels.
Investigation. I have a 1. What do you got? Better or worse than that?
for investigation,
Yeah.
I am a 2.
Wow, hit it up.
There you go. Nice. Okay. All right. So you scavenge through the area, and yeah, there's a lot of. It looks like this is where the Deinonychus live. So you find lots of like smaller footprints. Obviously, this area, the King of Feathers wouldn't fit in here.
They drag all the corpses, right?
And yeah, and so exactly, they're scavengers, right? So yeah, lots of bones, half chewed, like grungs. Their nests are are much like they're like warrens. But you're super familiar with this, like you know where to hide the good shit. You know,
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah. And you find yourself in a room, and there's like a pile of like bones and corpses. It smells terrible. You don't really notice. But it's somewhere between like a larder and like a trash pile, basically, where they just like bring the food, they eat it till it goes bad, and then whatever goes bad, they just leave it here. But searching through this trash, you do find some objects of interest.
You're just digging through a pile of bones and garbage,
Mhm.
and occasionally just being like,
Some of this is still good.
Hey, I found something. So you find over the course, I think it takes probably a couple of hours to search through here. While that's happening, you find a large. It looks like it's like ruined at first, but you wipe all the blood and goop off of it, and it's actually in pretty good condition. It's a turquoise and electrum plate, like a big serving platter. That looks like it would be used at like a big like important feast or something like that. You find a not attached to a corpse, but probably like in the ripped part of a bag, like someone else looted it and then got killed by velociraptors and dragged in here. So you find in this bag, you find a mask, a gold like funereal mask, a Chultan funereal mask. So it's this like gold mask with like sapphire eyes and like painted lips, and it looks very like it looks expensive and fancy.
the first thing I thought of was as soon as I find this, turning around to Little Fox and being like, "Hey, Little Fox, boo!"
Right? It's like twice the size of your face too.
You'd have to hold it so far away as well because you got a snout in
Yeah.
snake.
Yeah. Look, I'm a dead Chultan. And then you find there's a corpse who is like fairly fresh. He has reddish robes. He's missing one arm and his head and like a big chunk of the top of his torso.
Oh, reddish robes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in his bag, amidst other miscellaneous broken gewgaws, like it looks like a potion or something broke, and so everything is like soaked with this kind of turpentine-feeling fluid. But you do find, wrapped in a cloth, you find a helmet, and it's a weird helmet. So it's like a skull cap with a bit that would go over your eyes, so it like kind of sits like a Viking mask, like it doesn't
Yeah,
go
like
over the
the
bottom.
mask,
So
yeah.
one of the eyes is open, like you just see through it. The other eye has like a circular, like amethyst lens, like in it, and then the top of the skull cap is carved to look like a brain, like the wiggly, like squiggly lines of a brain.
I bet I know what that is.
You're not there. Shut up. So you see that, yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, we're gonna take all the valuable stuff. So we got a
I've
plate.
marked the turquoise electrum plate and the gold funereal mask on my sheet.
Now we have strange helmet brain thing.
Yeah, and we'll take the strange. So if we're confident that we've searched everything, we come back outside.
Yeah.
Um,
After a couple hours.
Oh, I
though,
thought
so,
you died. I was so worried. I was
It's-
about to go in after you, but I was scared.
It's starting to get dark when you return. Yeah.
You know, there's a really big pile of stuff in there. If we had some kobolds, this would be a good spot.
It's like,
Well, maybe they'll move in. You can tell them that it's here.
I will if we find some.
but yeah,
glad
Little
you're
Fox
not
like
dead.
lays out all the stuff and plops down and starts like I think she's gonna start setting up camp.
Right here. What if there's more? What if they come back?
I think it will take time for the city to realize that this
I
is
mean,
a place that they can venture.
what about those little ones? Maybe there's more of them. What if we?
Well, everything here and everywhere is dangerous. We could get crept up on at any point. I don't think this is any more dangerous. I think it's maybe slightly less, as I said.
I actually feel like sleeping in the nest of the King of Feathers is probably the most safe place you could stay.
Yeah, it's
Nobody's gonna bother it.
Little Fox could take that like tree and just like cover you with it like a blanket of bark.
I don't
Probably fine.
think that'd be comfortable.
Probably not. No.
So
Little
we're
Fox is setting
Let me
up
see those
camp
things. Let me see
near
those
one of
things.
these tunnel entrances.
Okay, we got a plate.
I say, like, dragging the plate across the ground, like, clonk.
We got a mask thing.
So the plate is worth 25 gold, and it's of a fairly recent, like post Ubtao Omu. It's an Omuan artifact. But the mask is pre nine gods, pre shrines, like an Ubtao from the time when Ubtao still gave a shit about this place. Because it has you see along the band it's like wearing around its head, you see the labyrinth pattern. It's worth 250 gold.
whoa.
Not bad.
The helmet is absolutely a magic item, but it will take time
Yeah.
to assess what it is.
I would love to attune to that while we do the long rest, if people don't mind, because I have a feeling.
Well, you can figure out what it is and then decide who attunes to it.
Okay, fair.
That can all happen as part of a long rest.
Sure.
Yeah, so let's long rest.
Okay.
I'm scared, but I will probably fall asleep out of exhaustion.
Always scared.
It's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
this place
You
is
should
scary.
always be scared. It's chill.
This is horrifying. Okay, so you rest, which means I can give you experience, and we can talk about that. But so you set up camp here in the amphitheater. You light a little fire, and the amphitheater kind of like reflects the light down at you, and yeah, it's actually like weirdly peaceful now that Buddy is gone. Unfortunately, it's gonna be dry and sunny again tomorrow. Sorry, Ishi. Unseasonably good weather here in the jungle of Chult.
The worst weather.
And for everybody else, you get a chance to dry off and to rest and recover all your business. Now, while you're resting, we get a cutscene elsewhere. So we cut to the moonlit darkness,
shit.
the clear moonlit darkness. We see the corpse of the King of Feathers. I think there are some birds that are like pecking at the Deinonychus, but they're leaving the King of Feathers alone. And we hear a faint susurrus, like a whispering, and we pan back a little bit and we see emerging from the brush a group of Yuan-ti, some with the snake head, some with the snake arms. We see this group. There's about a half dozen of them, and they approach through the jungle towards the body of the King of Feathers. and we see at last Yuan Ti that from the top up is human, from the bottom, the waist down, is an enormous fat red serpent, big like chunky scales, big rust-colored scales. But from the waist up, this person looks like a mummy or a leper. Like he's wrapped, his face is wrapped in bloodied bandages. He looks emaciated and shriveled. There's blood soaking through parts of his bandage. But then on top of that, he's wearing a beautiful like torque of onyx and gold. He has an armband of the same. He's got a big ornamental like black leather belt with an enormous sword tucked into it. And on his forehead, above one yellow eye on his forehead, we see a blue triangle painted.
Oh, it's him.
And
$1,000 says that's Ross and C.
he slithers up through the jungle. His cadre is like looking out, and he comes up to the body of the King of Feathers, and he lays a pale hand on it, and he shakes his head. He shakes his head, and he speaks in a language we don't understand, but we get subtitles. He says, poor thing. A fate unbefitting a king. Let us see if we can't rectify this problem.
No.
And he starts to rub his hands together.
He doesn't say rectify it.
And chant in a low snake sounding language. And then we fade out and fade back in on the next day.
Rest in peace, please.
Do we get all our hit points back?
So yes, you all take a long rest. You get all your biz. Yeah.
All right.
You're gonna need to use a ration for yesterday because I could not produce food for you.
Oh, okay, good shout.
Yeah, let me. Oh, and now I'm out of
So I'm
rations.
feeding Orvex, Ishi, and myself. So I'm using up 3 rations.
Okay.
And
Okay.
So everybody gets 2,250 experience.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, 2250.
Oh god damn it, so close.
2250. So you want to know something funny? The King of Feathers and Bag of Nails are worth the same amount of experience.
Fuck off. What?
They're both worth exactly the same amount of experience. They're both 3,900 experience.
Well, I mean, I'll take it, but
Right? Like either the King of Feathers is way undervalued or Bag of Nails is way overvalued. But yeah, they're the same challenge right
and
now.
then do we get any for the Dionycus seeds?
That was everything. Yeah, that 2250 is everything altogether.
All right.
okay. So my guess, this is going to be either a helmet of telepathy or some other mind reading thing.
Would you like to see this hideous helmet in its full glory? I have a handout.
Yes.
All right,
Show
let me
us
take it
the
over.
thing
Let
that
me
no
show
matter
everybody.
Show us the thing that no matter how powerful it was, I would never wear it.
There it is.
Yes.
Good guess, Dave.
Gross.
So, unfortunately, in Dungeons and Dragons, there's no turn helm off. So, if you wear this, I'm going to imagine you looking like this every time you talk to anyone. So,
Oh man. If I wore it, could I continuously cast minor illusion on myself to make it look like
no, you
a
can't
hat?
move a minor illusion.
No.
So, no, you have to look like weird owl brain. So let me read what it does. So while wearing this helm, you can use an action to cast the Detect Thought spell. As long as you maintain concentration, you can use a bonus action to send a telepathic message to a creature you're focused on. It can reply using a bonus action to do so while your focus on it continues. While focusing on such a creature, you can use an action to cast the Suggestion spell from the helm on that creature. Once used, the Suggestion property can't be used again until the next dawn.
If Malik puts this on and starts trying to read my brain, I'm gonna hit him in the face.
Well, and who says Malik gets it? I feel like Dave just was
Yes.
like, "This is mine," so you can all talk about
Yes.
who should get this.
Sorry, I was excited to put it on because I thought I knew what it was, not because I just want to claim it.
Yeah, you're like, I know
Like-
what this is. Who wants it?
I mean, I definitely don't want it. I already have a hat.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You have a
well,
nice-
doesn't care.
Really not over fond of knowing what people think.
That's fair. That's
Yes,
very fair.
you do seem to have a deficiency.
Now remember, Malik, pretty much everything that does relies on concentration. So if you're wearing it, you can't fly and use it, or
But
it's an ugly.
It's very
helmet
rare
with those
situations
legs.
where I want to be flying and reading people's thoughts. I guess.
no. So you have to remember, you have to focus, which makes concentration. Then you can use suggestion. So you have to be focusing with concentration. Then you can use the suggestion ability. They're not separate.
Yeah, I mean that's probably fine. That's like
Or
still one of the difficulties of being a caster.
we
Yep.
could sell it.
Yeah, you could take it home
could
and
sell
sell it. A helmet that lets people read minds. A very unsubtle helmet that lets people read minds.
Yeah, I feel like reading minds with this thing is like it's very obvious. Like what you've got a stupid brain on your head. Like you're gonna be a suspicious person no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, you'd think that like a helm of telepathy. You think they would make it like a ring of telepathy?
Or like a headband of telepathy.
Yeah. Nope. This is what it looks like. It's a big gold thing with a purple eye and a brain on top. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there it is.
I mean, unless Andrew, you want it, no, I'll put it on.
No.
Little Fox doesn't even think people are capable of thinking, let alone want to read their thoughts.
She doesn't want to wear armor either, and I think this.
I'm
Though
gonna.
it doesn't technically count as armor, like to her mind, it's kind of all the same.
Yeah. Hey, Malik. You can just drag it from. It should be in the SRD. You can just drag it into your inventory.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing it.
It's actually a cursed helmet of
What a
idiot.
feature!
What?
Yeah, do we get cast as well?
Yep. All right. Cool. So you make it cool. You put on your cool new helmet. You're beginning to look more and more like a weird supervillain. I am really tempted to see if we can get new art of Malik with this dumb.
Oh, I just imagine Malik like doing the like unwrapping his like you know
and then putting your head right back around.
wrapping
Yeah,
it
I
back
was gonna
around.
say.
Yeah,
it
like
would-
you can see the
I'd have to put
mask,
that
but the
on
rest
top.
of it is all like covered by.
That's
cloth.
true because Malik does have his like headscarf that he could wear
Yeah,
around
the-
it to try to obfuscate it. Yeah. Yeah.
What
That
was
makes
the word
sense.
for it? Kiffer.
Yeah.
Kiffer. That's the term I wanted.
Yeah.
I'll add the spells separately as well.
Cool. All right. So you wrap your keffiyeh around it again, and you're good to go. So the morning has come. It's sunny as hell. Let's pop back to the map here.
Okay, so we dealt with the King of Feathers. Where next, everybody? Where are we going?
Let's-
Weren't we still looking to go northward and see if those kobolds were around, perhaps?
But then we ran into the spooky cave with the gargoyles. That's like
But
as
that
north
was-
as we can go,
that
right?
was over here, maybe up here.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, the cave. Y'all are over here, and then the cave. You can
It's
kind of see it. It's like
It's
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have one more bit of stuff to do in this section of the map, right?
Yeah, these houses up here.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out.
Okay. All right. So you head north away from from that location, and I'll get somebody to roll a percentile for me.
Are you on this, little fox, or am I?
You okay, Arcturus?
Okay. Let's see.
Yes, sorry. Just a little worn out.
Yeah, when we go past, do we notice that the corpse
You
is
went
gone?
you went the other direction. You went
Yeah,
north.
we did.
Ah,
So
okay.
you don't walk past the corpse.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. So this area seems to be an abandoned veggie pygmy colony. So more of the muck, but it looks like there's a bunch of tracks leading south. It looks like they've all left it, so it's all kind of like dry, and the fungus is like basically dead when you come in here.
Yeah, and Little Fox will do a little searching around to see if there's like anything that they left behind.
Okay. Yeah. You can make an investigation check. See how that goes.
20.
You got a 20? Okay. Yeah, it's clear. Like, I mean, these pygmies don't normally like carry around a lot of stuff anyway, so you're not likely to find much.
Yeah, it would have been stuff that was like already here that they didn't scavenge or something. But
Yeah, no, otherwise it's pretty empty.
Okay, so did we do this area? I don't remember.
Down there, yes. That whole
Yes.
section is cleared.
Okay, so we've done everything except for the tomb. So I guess the next place would probably be over here.
Yeah, we're just ignoring that we know that that's there. I think that's a good shout. honestly.
Yeah, it was a
Lots of-
horribly ominous, like,
Yeah, it's very.
I don't feel like wandering into the Doom Tomb.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
Right.
it's not why you're here. You definitely get the impression that it's related to why you're here, but it's not. You're like, okay, we got to get puzzle cubes. We got to do that
Yeah,
first.
if it's the Tomb of the Nine Gods, then I think before we do, we should at least have the 9 puzzle cubes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know for sure that it is, but yes, it's a.
Oh, sorry.
It's like a scary thing.
Actually, we were told that the tomb is up by an obelisk. And
I don't
we
think you
found
were
it.
told that. You read graffiti that implied that.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd like to just add for a little bit of flavor while we are searching through the places. I'm just fucking with everyone by sending them telepathic messages because
I will literally like turn to you and be like, Malik, if you do that one more time, I will slap you in the face.
I don't care what
Please.
you're thinking. I just want you to.
Please, dear God, send me telepathic messages because it means I can send one back to you in reply. And Ishi's telepathic message, every time you send her one that she doesn't need or that isn't relevant, she tells you the whole story of the crocodile crossing the river as a reply.
Just bombarding Malik with
Like
just
spam mail.
That's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, you poke me with a telepathic message I'm not expecting, you get the whole story of the crocodile crossing the river.
Yeah, don't make me turn this brain around.
All the way back at you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just mess about with it for like the first part of the day.
Sure, yeah, just because you
You got a new
can.
thing.
It's a new toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's magic. It's literally magic.
Telepathic DDoS.
Yeah, I don't actually. And I want to make it clear, I'm not reading any of your minds. I'm just sending you messages.
It's-
I won't do that without
Don't you
asking.
have to concentrate on our thoughts before
Nope.
you can message?
No.
Okay.
Detect thoughts, and then send a message. Yeah.
Detect thoughts isn't.
Suggestion needs
Text-
context.
Suggestion is
thought.
yeah. So the detect thoughts spell. Oops. That's
Oh, I just grabbed it actually. Oh fuck, that's a long. Yep, sorry.
You cast
Oh, there
the
it is.
spell. You focus your mind on one creature. You initially learn the surface thoughts.
Yeah. As like what's
I
most
just
on
don't-
their mind. And a lot of it, I think after the first time Malik does it, most people's surface thoughts are stop it, Malik, Malik, get out of here, stop it. Yeah.
I do
He has
not-
to actually probe directly and
I
then
do
you get a
not give you
saving throw.
consent to be in my head, Malik.
All right. Well, I won't read anything in there.
I don't
I
want
don't
you
need
to
to
touch
know.
it. I don't want you around. I don't want you poking fortunes in my brain. Stop. Okay, anyway.
Okay. So you want to cross up onto this area, back down the other side, across, and then into this
Yeah,
next one?
yeah, I think that's the go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you make your way.
Sorry, hold on.
Yes.
Is there something special about this building at the end of the road?
No.
No. Okay.
No, it's just like a terminus for the road. It's all overgrown.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's carry on.
Oh, the kobolds are in the northeast.
Yeah.
Got it. Sorry. We went the wrong way.
Yeah, that's
Whatever.
okay.
I'm bad at directions.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll find them.
I mean, it's a bright sunny day, so chances are real good they are hiding inside somewhere. But yeah, there's this huge building right at the edge here, and I think that when you get over there, you can see it by climbing up onto the road. You look down, and it's like a derelict market hall. It has a roof that some parts are collapsed in, but it's one of the, aside from the amphitheater, it's one of the biggest buildings you've seen so far. And on the outside, it is like got a mosaic with like various illustrations of the harvest and of trade. There are frayed cloth awnings hanging over a broad alley lined with stalls. So it's like an abandoned marketplace.
Well, shall we?
Why not? I mean, we've looked in every other place.
Yes.
Okay.
Into your brain. Yes.
God damn it. All right.
I turn around to Malik and I go, "Oh, look over there." And I look at little Fox going like, "Push him over me. Just do it. Just push him over me." Like I'll trip him as soon as he turns around. This
Yeah.
stupid fucking helmet.
Yeah, and then just like a
But I
big.
know you're thinking that, so I just moved.
No, you can
No,
focus on
you-
one person at a time.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
that's right.
Rip.
Yeah, so we get Malik with the look over there, give him
The bully push over somebody kneeling behind them move.
Okay, Malik, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh man. Oh man.
The helmet breaks and you die.
Oh, full
Okay,
down.
you're fine. You fall, but you don't take any damage. And the party has made it clear to you.
And while you're lying on the ground, to go, don't make me confiscate that helmet.
I'm like, hold it. I'm like, no.
My helm.
Okay, let's check out this building.
So you want to go search the market?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you begin to search through the market. Can I get a perception check from Ishi and Little Fox?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So Ishi, I'm going to give you advantage on this check. So both of you notice this before any of these things happen. You spend literally like a minute, like 60 seconds within the first minute getting in here. This place is trapped to the gills. Like there are tripwires and pressure plates and poison dart throwing. Like there's traps everywhere. Like you literally get in and you're like, whoa, everybody stop. The whole place is just like a warren of overcomplicated traps. You look up and there's like boulders hanging in a net. There's like miniature catapults ready to throw rocks in your face. Like this place is clearly like incredibly dangerous to pass through.
Oh, excuse me, Adam. That character's already dead. He can't be here.
Who? What?
Me. With the traps. This sounds
No,
like me.
No, it's not. These are better traps than yours. Sorry.
These are
Wow.
kobold traps.
Yeah, they're all tiny traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically you walk in and the whole dungeon turns red. Yeah. So what do you do? Like Little Fox, you and Ichi both notice it right away as everybody kind of spreads out.
We're like, we both step in and we're about to step on the same tripwire and like back up.
Yeah, and Little Fox like puts a hand out to stop Arcturus, who's like looking up at the ceiling or something.
Yeah, I'm just like, this is a lovely little. What?
Okay. Wait.
In your
Wait.
chest to stop you.
Everybody wait. There's a lot of stuff in the way here, which suggests to me, if I were the person who put these here, that there's something good on the other side of all this stuff. 'Cause
Why
you
don't we just leave the building and come from the other side?
No, the whole market.
If there are multiple entrances, I guarantee they are as badly screwed up as this.
Oh, right. So
Now-
it's in the center, you think?
Well, I mean, it's probably somewhere in here, like a chest or a box or a little alcove or something. I think I can probably make my way through. I'm pretty good at this. So I'm gonna see if I can
I mean,
Mission Impossible my way through all the traps.
can't you disarm traps, Elf?
I have a lockpick, but I don't have a disabled. I don't know what disabled devices in 5e. Like, I'm not really sure what the rule is for traps.
I think it's sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Yeah.
Is it sleight of hand? If it's sleight of hand, I can definitely.
Yeah.
disable
I mean, performing a sleight of hand check would allow you to disable a trap in the same way that picking a single strawberry is the beginning of clearing a field.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a shit ton of traps.
Yeah.
That would, it's untenable to disable them all, but I might be able to move through them.
Yeah, you could also try to find a way to trigger all of them, but that would be significant.
Yeah.
Might destroy whatever they're protecting. Also,
That's true.
Okay, so
So talk to me about what you want to do.
wait here a second.
oh,
Oh, wait. First things first. Oh no, wait. I don't want to do that.
no. Ishi. If you're
Yes?
going in there, then you should probably. Is a saving throw? I can give you bless.
Bless will work.
That's attack rolls and saving throws. So saving throw will probably be the
Dexterity
thing
save.
that'll
Probably.
probably be the thing that can help with.
Yeah,
So,
most traps are.
So I'll be like, if you're going in there, then and I do the like,
Blessings of
I'll
my
just-
God be with you.
Mhm.
and then I'll just concentrate on that while you're doing the
Okay.
hurry.
Okay.
So you got a
All right.
minute. What do you want to do for your minute of blessing?
I am going to try and make my way through these traps, like further into the building. I'm just going to like progress through traps.
Okay, so you're not trying to disable them. You're just trying to look out for them, and once you see
I'm
them,
just
you can
trying to
avoid them.
stay
Okay.
out of the way and
Make
move out.
a perception check.
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration here.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you start to pick your way through these traps, and like, they're pretty. You gotta admit, they're pretty inventive. There's some good trap work.
Yeah, some good. I have a feeling I know like
It
what's
might be a little bit overkill, but you're like, game recognized game. These are some good traps. And actually, can you just make like a history check for me?
Sure. 7.
Okay. You're not certain the origin of these traps yet, but you have a creeping suspicion that's beginning to. Yeah. So as you pick your way through this trap, everybody watches Ishii, and for you, it's like watching someone go through a minefield. You can't see the traps, but Ishii will just suddenly turn and move a different direction, or like crawl under something for no apparent reason.
Or like her tail will be like really high to avoid like a wire as she goes like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So as you move through into the center of the market, at the edge of your vision, Ishii, you think you see movement, and you turn and look, and you can see an old like clay cup like wobbling on a table, and then it falls off the table and breaks on the ground. It doesn't trigger a trap or anything, but you notice movement, and you see this thing fall, and you like freeze up.
Hello? Are the people who laid these traps still here?
You don't hear anything.
Something moved. You only have a minute. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Okay. I'm gonna check it out.
And over towards where the cup like fell off.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you come around the stall that the cup tipped off of. There's a bunch of broken pottery around it. You slip under a tripwire set at like human knee height, and you see just ahead of you, there's the wall to the outside of the market heading east. You see the end of an ochre-colored scaly tail slip outside the window and away.
Okay, I'm gonna shout out in like Draconic, because kobolds. I'm gonna be like,
Hey, no, it's okay. Come back.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's any response. I think you shout after it, but
can I like go after it?
yeah, you
Or
want to follow? Sure.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So you scramble, climb up the wall into the window, and you look, and you can see outside there is a bush that is like still rustling slightly as something passes through it and crawls underneath the bush and disappears. So you can just see the like rustling, and then it's gone.
I wanna keep following, but I also have the kobold knowledge that I could be being led into an ambush here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I turn back like in the direction of where the party is,
Okay.
and I call out like,
They went out the back. Whoever it is, they look like it might be kobolds, or something scaly, lizard men. I don't know. I don't know. But if you go around the building, we can meet on the back.
Okay.
and I like hop down out of the window. Like
I try and very sneakily go around the building. Clink.
Make a stealth check.
Clunk. Clink, clank, clink, clank.
You're terrible.
Yes.
Okay.
uh,
Somewhere deep below the city, a lich looks up from his table like, "Hey, keep it down up there!" Bang, bang, bang! Hits his Archmage's staff on the roof. Okay,
Yeah.
You're all terrible.
Clink, clunk.
I step onto the Chaos Plateau.
You hear all your friends come clattering around the corner of Ishii, and you see Ishii clinging to a windowsill, looking down at a bush.
You went in there.
and I like hop down from the windowsill, and go like,
Seriously, we don't mean any harm. We don't want to hurt you. I like your traps. Very inventive. I think they're your traps anyway.
I say like talking as I walk towards this like hiding location.
Like I haven't seen another kobold in like years.
Yeah, I mean you're shouting at a bush.
Yeah. I take the same route into the bush as the other kobold did, like underneath it.
Yeah. There's like a cave hidden behind the bush. Your friends could probably squeeze in there. It's easy for you to slip into. And yeah, there's a and it's a tunnel that goes down under the. It looks like it was dug under the wall, and then it breaks. You peer in, shield your eyes from the sun. You can see that it breaks through an internal wall on the inside, so it's like underneath the market, but they've tunneled in from the outside and then into this tunnel.
Okay, so I like pull my head back out from the bush, and I look over at everybody, and I go,
There's a tunnel. There's a tunnel that leads somewhere. It's like under the market. There's some kind of construction.
Are you sure it's not more of those dinosaurs that tried to kill us yesterday?
I saw a scaly tail. And dinosaurs don't set traps like that.
Well.
Can we get to you? Is it
Yep.
safe?
Yeah. Come around.
I cast light on my shield and like follow Ishi into the tunnel, I guess.
And it's like,
It's gonna be a bit of a squeeze. Just,
Okay, so in what order do you crawl into this?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm after Ishi.
Little Fox will bring up the rear because she has to do the most squeezing.
Oh, poor little fox.
Well, Winnie the Pooh. All right. So eventually, you all squeeze into a larger human-sized tunnel. You squeeze through a break in the wall, and actually, you're in. You find yourself in a room. It's not a long hallway. It's just a single room. And Arcturus, your light illuminates this chamber. So you're in. You're standing under the arches of a wine cellar, roughly 20 by 20. The cracked ceiling is 8 feet high, and you can see glittering from your light a pile of treasure twinkling, surrounded by an enormous group of kobolds. Like there's probably like 30 of them. They all have the same kind of ochre, this like ochre scale. It's kind of like brownish red, and sitting on the pile of treasure, preening itself. You see a rather fat kobold. So he's sitting on this pile of treasure, this little big kobold belly, and he's wrapped in a tapestry that you can see on it. You can see like a pattern of a bird. It's like a ripped tapestry, and he's wearing it like a royal cloak, and it's decorated around the neck with like garnet beads. And he's sitting on a pile of like mostly copper coins, but it's got some other stuff mixed in there.
It's copper for volume, right?
Yeah, copper for volume. And he's just kind of like wedged himself in. He's got a little butt groove going, and he's just sitting there, like clicking his little fingers together. And when you come in, a bunch of the kobolds like draw, I guess they have short bows, maybe.
Probably short bows and spears.
Yeah, they either like clatter their spears and point them at you, or draw their bows. And there's a little one, the one that you saw that you were chasing, next to the big guy, who looks like he had just been like, I saw the humans, they're coming. And he looks up and he says in common, he says, we have expected you.
Arcturus is that thing where he thinks that everyone who's of a minority race knows each other, and he's like, "Oh, Ishi, do you?"
No, we're just meeting for the first time.
Ah.
You've been expecting us.
He nods and he says, we have eyes and ears everywhere within Omu. Our kingdom is mighty.
This is just a room, right?
It's just like it's a wine cellar with a pile of treasure in the corner,
Just a room
full of
Like-
kobolds.
I reply,
Oh yes, I've heard tell of your prowess.
He nods. We are pleased. You are in the presence of royalty. Kneel, pitiable servants.
Dude,
The kobolds kind of like rattle their spears at you. Come on.
Are we the pity?
I do the thing.
What about everybody else?
I like point to myself, and I look at Ishi, and I'm like, "Are we the pity?"
yes, you are. Just-
Right. And like I like get down on one knee and do a very like cleric like
Little Fox and Malik, what are you doing?
I'm trying to learn the culture of the kobolds.
Yeah, this is too funny. I'm playing along.
Are you playing along? Okay, so you bow.
Yeah.
Little
Little
Fox.
Fox doesn't kneel to anyone.
All
Also,
right.
she's tall enough that this space isn't quite big enough for her, so she's kind of got her head tilted.
All right. So he scowls at you and he says, "You, filthy ogress! You dare defy your rightful king? Kneel or suffer the consequences.
She's gonna put a hand up to the ceiling. What's the ceiling made of?
Stone. It's like big stone archways.
Yeah. She just like pushes on it a little bit, enough for it to like shift slightly. Like I'm not gonna be like a tear through the floor or whatever, but she just kind of like
And
like,
I
just
from
locks eyes with him.
while you're doing like the intimidation thing, I'm like on the ground and I go like, "Oh, you forgive her. She's she's my friend. You know, she doesn't do the whole bowing thing, but she's respectful.
You should
know,
make
like try-
make a persuade check.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
12.
He says, "We will allow it. If the enormous ugly one belongs to you, we will show it pity."
And I look over at Ishi from kneeling, and I'm like, which one's the enormous ugly one?
So he continues. He says, "Bumbling fools, you find yourselves in the glorious kingdom of Kakarol the Mighty. Glorious worm." And the rest are just like, Kakarol, you're so mighty. And he says, "Have you come to add your offering to my enormous pile of treasure?"
Well,
And I like get up from the bow now because it's like we're talking
Yeah.
now, sort of thing. You know,
well, I certainly have some things that I could offer to you. Oh, great and mighty Kakarol? Is that what you said?
And he nods.
It's Kakarot.
His name is Kakarol. Yep.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
great and mighty
offerings.
Kakarol.
I am Vegeta.
Yeah, this is his friend Vegeta and Bulmo.
I take a gold piece out of my bag, and I like you know, is this right? Is this like I do the whole like Ishi?
Wait. Sorry.
Oh.
So he sees it, and he says, "You may approach." And he gestures, and they like part a little bit with their spears, like to let
Okay.
you.
And I'm looking back at Ishi the whole time, like, yes, we're learning
Yeah,
Kobold
okay, go,
culture. It's
go.
like, yes.
Place
then,
your
like-
offering at our feet.
I like put the gold piece on their feet, and the whole time I'm like, look, you know, wide eyed as someone who's like, yes, Kobold culture. This is so interesting. And like, I
Now.
look over.
You must repeat the sacred words of our clan.
Oh yes, I would love to.
In answer to that most eternal question, all must know who is best in caves. Who is best in caves, supplicant?
I look over at Ishi, and I'm like,
Kobolds are.
kobolds are best in caves.
And there's some like cheering, and the kobolds like clap their little scaly hands. And he says, "That's right, and don't you forget it. Who else has gold for King Kakarol?"
And I'm like, do I? Okay. And I back up. You know, the whole time I'm just like, Ishi, tell me how to properly speak to your people.
Okay. Here's the thing, oh mighty Kakarol. I will happily, of course, offer something,
All right, I'll take off one piece of gold.
mighty sir. But we're hoping that maybe you could also help us. You know, if we offer well.
Perhaps we are a benevolent leader. And all the kobolds nod, and they're like, yes, yes. And then one of them has like one eye. He's like, he's not that benevolent. And he says, "What boon would you ask of your mighty liege?"
Well, Malik, do we have a map of Omu or some kind of Omu related?
Yes, but I don't really want to let them draw and scribble all over it.
But they might know where all the cubes are.
I knew I should have got this laminated. Just like...
So you've drawn like a map of Omu so far.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've probably got like a side thing that's like tied in with the big map of Chop just for the town.
Okay. All right. So you lay it out before him, and he looks at it and he says, "What do you wish to know, human?"
Malik.
Oh, great, mighty, wise, powerful, and very shiny Emperor Kakarot.
Like, oh yeah, that's some good shit.
If you know where any of the shrines of the 9 gods are within the city, we would be most blessed to learn of your wisdom on such matters.
Ah, yes, you seek the puzzle cubes. You are not alone. We have seen many others searching for the shrine. The Red Wizards have come a long way, and they have met with ill fate. Too, we have seen the servants of that terrible snake, Rossin C, who thinks he's better than us, but he's not. He's not. We're better than him. He's crappy. We don't...
Yes.
Sararak likes us the best. So if he tells you that he's better than us, you don't listen. He's a jerk.
I
But
whisper over to Ishi, like, who is a Sararak? Is that a kobold god or something?
No, we saw the name of Sararak.
Yeah, you're like-
Oh, right. We did.
it was
we did.
written on the... It was the obelisk, right?
It did. A Sararak the Eternal.
Yeah.
Asarak or whatever.
Yeah. And he says, Asrak has many servants here in the city of Omu, among which we are the greatest, regardless of what those hideous snakes say. But I think they're looking for you. They lie in ambush. Beware the shrines. And he points at the map, and his little claw almost pokes a hole in it right there, and he says, they await you at the shrine of the bird, an ambush in the water. Be careful if you go there.
Thank you so much for your wisdom. In return, and I look over to Ishi and I say, you can tell them about the place you thought might be a good home, a good den.
Oh, we have news. You probably already know because you see everything and know everything, of course. But I just wanted to let you know that the King of Feathers is dead.
And there's some whispering among the kobolds. And Kakarot says, speak you the truth. The King of Feathers has died.
We were there.
Little Fox will come forward with one of the feathers. She'll pull one of the feathers out of her pack.
Yeah, and all the kobolds are like, oh my gosh, wow, they must be really strong and stuff. And Kakarot's like, all right, fine. Look, I was going to kill him when I got around to it.
And she'll give the feather to Kakarot.
Yeah, and he takes it, and he says...
And then shows one of the teeth on her trophy thing.
It's that picture. It's like, you did this? And you take it, and then a few seconds later, it's like, I did this.
Yeah, right. And he holds it, and he says, you have felled a great beast. Congratulations on your continued existing. We approve. And he pats you on the shoulder as you lean over to give it to him. He hands the feather to a nearby kobold who immediately begins waving it at him.
I imagine it's one of these things where Little Fox is only dealing with these antics because she's had to deal with Ishi for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kobold and it's all water off a duck's back.
So go ahead, Ishi.
So I continue with after the hubbub dies down a little bit, I say
In the amphitheater, there's a whole bunch of like tunnels and passageways underneath, and all the little dinosaurs that used to steal from the King of Feathers. They brought all their stuff in there, and there's probably a lot of stuff you could still use.
We shall transfer the seat of our power to the amphitheater, where I will await my ascension. And when I do ascend, I will remember you. What is your name? Who are you again?
Apologies for not introducing myself. I am Ishi Snaggletooth.
Snaggletooth, killer of the King of Feathers, and her friends.
And Little Fox just puts a finger to her chest and looks like everyone. I did it. I killed it.
It was me.
But she doesn't say anything. She just looks a little confused for him and taps her chest.
And I think Arcturus does the I know kobolds now, and I'm like, no, Ishi, the very probably
King Kakarot. If I may ask another question, whereabouts are all of you from? I haven't seen any kobolds since I came to Chult. Is there a place where there are lots of our kind or your kind?
We do not speak of the past, for it was messy and there was much blood. We left the place where the great red dragon once lived because we wanted to, not because she made us go away. She's a jerk. And so we came here, where I will become a great dragon myself and return, and we will wreak terrible vengeance upon her for being a dick to us.
Ishi's a red kobold, so the mention of the red dragon being bad or a jerk is like,
No, that's my team.
This is
Like,
my
you can't mess with the
team.
Celtics.
Okay, so you used to be where the big red dragon was. Okay. But yes, the amphitheater is free, and you should go there. And it's very nice.
And yeah, and he nods and he says, "Good. We will begin preparations immediately. To transfer the horde of mighty King Kakarot to this place. We thank you, Ishi Snaggletooth and others, for your contribution to our mighty empire. You may go."
Yeah, sure.
You might have, in your dominion over Omu, have found anything that might assist us with those snakes you said lied in wait. I'd be sure to give it back if we survive.
And King Kakarot looks at you, Ishi, and says, "Tell your damp servant that his survival is on his own responsibility, and that we are not here to give out charity, and that he tests our patience."
Oh, my apologies.
Oh, mighty King Kakarot, would you not even offer assistance in trade for this?
And I pull out the green dragon tooth that we got earlier from the corpse of the big dragon. Hold
Yeah.
it in my hand. Like
Make a persuasion check.
Does she
Can
get
I
any
give
kind of
you my-
bonus?
No. So they all kind of like whisper and look at it, and what? I think they actually know whose tooth that is. Let me take a look. Because there's not a lot of like green dragons in this area. Let me.
Yeah, I have a drawing of it too. I drew it in my journal. I wrote it down. Sketch the skull of a green dragon from the piranha pit.
Her name
So
is,
I'd be like, yes, this
Venom
one.
Something. Let me take a quick look at my map.
I sketched the skull. It came from this dragon.
Remember the tooth. Needle. Right, that was your name. So there's some like whispering in Draconic, and the king scoffs and he says, "You hold in your hands the fang of a fool killed by grungs. Needle was an embarrassment to dragonkind."
Oh, I apologize for offering you such a lousy gift. I wasn't aware of the history, but I have another thing that might interest you.
And I put the tooth away, and I'm like, I don't have to give away my dragon tooth.
Mhm.
And then I pull out the scale
From where?
from the fairy dragon.
And yeah, so you can make another persuasion check on this one.
I give you my inspiration.
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking butt.
You show us another trifle. That is a scale of the most obnoxious dragon anyone has ever met. When first we met that dragon, it did pull my trousers up over my head, and I could not return my head to its normal position for several minutes. It was embarrassing for all of us. How dare you remind me of this insult? Begone before you anger us further.
Okay, I don't have anything else that I can pull out from my bag and try and impress them with. I think we should go.
What about the mouse?
No!
Bring the mouse.
What? The what?
The mouse.
No.
Wait. I have one last ace in the hole.
No, you can give them the story of the crocodile.
I have one last ace in the hole, and I reach into my bag, and I pull
Why
out,
not let you negotiate?
the diamond.
What?
Okay.
Seriously?
I mean, we're not going to go back to a town. There's really no point in
So
me having...
you pull the diamond out, and yeah, his eyes go wide and sparkly. We get the cartoonish like zoom in on his eyes, and we can just see the diamond reflected in them. And then he's like, "Hey, what sort of trick is this? It could be glass. I will give you, and he like describes a handful of copper. This many for it.
We don't want copper. We want tools.
We
Sorry,
we
great king.
we don't want your wealth, great king.
Holding
We-
a thermal detonator.
Yeah. What we need is your assistance with the ambush. Maybe some of your help setting up some traps for our erstwhile ambushers or something.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Please do better than you have.
I'm
been.
trying.
Well,
Hey.
There you go.
So Kakarl says, we are a responsible leader and will not risk our loyal kobolds in service of your quest. But we will tell you what we know. In exchange, you will give us the shiny rock. And also, and he like looks over at Malik, leave that one here. We desire it as a servant.
I nod.
I laugh.
I say,
That's a very shrewd dealing, but I'm in need of him. So the rock will have to suffice. And it's a very valuable rock.
We will trade you a healing potion for him.
Maybe
I nod
something
again.
A little bit more than that.
Arthur is just nodding in the back.
Yeah, sounds good. He's been bugging me with his brain reading.
Yeah, and he's like, the king is just looking at you, Malik. Like,
Okay,
you can just
like-
imagine. And we see Malik, and Malik does like a costume change into the like bronze bikini in back, and we just see the king being like,
so
Yeah, I
are you
cast
reading his
I cast Helm of Telepathy on him.
Okay,
I detect his thoughts. I want to mess with him instead.
okay. So
I
let's.
feel like there was ample opportunity to start this process of you being like,
All right, so let's see what
what's going on
his.
in this king's head?
He's got it's a wisdom save.
It is a wisdom save.
What's the DC?
Yeah. It's 13. It's not based on my stuff,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
No, his mind is too strong. Just get out of my head, Malik.
He's looking at Malik,
Yeah.
and I go,
So I can't give you him. But you say you're looking to become a mighty dragon.
Ha! Not looking. The deal has already been struck.
With who?
He squints at you. By the Arch Lich, Asarak, he who is beyond death. He has promised us that when his business here in this realm is complete, he will transform us into a mighty dragon.
That sounds like a pretty good deal.
Oh. We're simply looking to become a greater dragon.
The process has already begun. Can you not see? And he like gestures and he just looks like a kobold. Gaze upon my majesty. Gaze upon it.
I say, oh, well, it would not be fitting for me to serve you because I am further along that path than you are. And then I like reach down, look at my scales, and I cast dragon breath and just like breathe fire.
Okay. All right. Roll
Like not on them.
roll intimidation.
Yeah. I'm really scary. I'm actually really lucky though.
You want to try again? All right.
You like cough a little.
Kind of scary.
All right. Here, hold on. I'll see if he's impressed. Okay.
Come on.
All right.
Roll back.
So they all kind of like back away, and he snarls and he says, "Ah, you dare! Another who ascends the great ladder to draconic power. I did not know I was dealing with a rival. I appreciate your dealings with us, and your friends," and he looks at Ishi, "have been properly obsequious, but our patience has run out. We will give you one last chance. Leave this place and do not return. And if we meet again, it will be as equals in the sky with fire and lightning and blood and wings and stuff."
Yes, I can fly as well. Yes, I can already do that.
Yes, well, so can we. So get out of here.
Okay,
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 go.
it's time to leave. Let's go, everybody.
Okay, all right.
Like,
How
While
long was
Malik
how long was the tunnel down? Because I want to like ceremoniously teleport out.
No, you have to like crawl through the tunnel. You won't be able to.
I crawl
to
slightly and then teleport out.
Okay.
Right.
all right.
While Malik is talking with the and breathing fire, I quickly sketch the kobold sitting on the throne of gold in my little book.
Okay, so the back you've been drawing King
Yeah.
Kakarol. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you climb back out into the world and leave behind the great clan of the soon to be mighty dragon Kakarol.
Oh, we didn't give them our diamond though.
No, we have it.
No, you didn't. Yeah, you still have it. Cool. Well, we're a little overdue, but let's take a short break here, and we'll come back and we'll do one more scene, and we'll call it there. So, stick around, everybody. We will be right back with more Tomb of Annihilation shenanigans. of Roll20 Presents Tomb of Annihilation. So my dears, now that you know Ross and C may have set an ambush for you, has that changed your plans? What do you
I mean,
wanna
we're
do?
clearly gonna counter ambush as the ambush, right? Like that's the best way.
Counter ambush the ambush. All right.
How long do you think these people will wait? We could literally go everywhere else.
Just be like, oh, thanks for the heads up. Go to like every other building in the whole town.
Yeah, we could literally go everywhere else, and then we know that there's just one T waiting for us where we're not gonna be.
Well, what's funny is the description, and I'll happily let you know this. So the description in the rules text says the next temple they visit. So it doesn't matter where you go.
The next temple.
But also the narrative is important. So yes, you now know that they're waiting there. That's because like I wanted to like make it concrete because you talked to the kobolds and they have a good idea what's going on. So yes, you know they're going to be there. So you could go to a different temple and they would abandon the ambush.
Can I just say that the idea of Kakarot and Serac ever talking about anything together is just hilarious to me.
Like, yeah, the great thing about Asarak, and this is true of every villain like him, is that on the one hand, it's like, ooh, scary undead lich, like you can cast power word kill and like all these horrifying things. But like on the other hand, they all inevitably just take themselves really, really seriously. And so all you have to do is just be like, I'm sorry, what's your name? Asarak? What? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Say that again. Right?
Yep.
It's the scene with General Hugs, right, from the beginning of the most recent Star Wars, where he's like, I'm sorry, what? I think we're losing connection.
I'm on the line for
Hugs.
Tall pasty guy, you know.
Yeah, that's the way you diffuse like scary bad guys. But then they hit you with the power word kill, and then you're dead. So where to, my friends?
Are we gonna check buildings, or do you guys just want to head to the temple? Because
I don't know. Do we reckon we've exhausted? Like,
do you want to talk about this as players?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think the chart has been like mostly the chart has been done.
Yeah.
You know
So let's talk about the Omuan drag
Encountered.
chart.
Wait, what do you mean, Omuan drag?
Well,
chart?
so like the thing that makes this part take forever. So
Yeah.
by
We've hit the interesting ones.
by
then.
by the rules, I will read this to you and we can talk about kind of what we want to do. So in the rules, when you search, let's see, cautious characters can move through the city, yada yada yada. If you stop to search for treasure, each building takes time to clear. And whenever you search a ruined building, roll percentile dice and consult the ruined interior table. There is a 40% chance nothing is there. There is a 10% chance it's assassin vines. There's a couple of things you haven't discovered yet, but mostly they're like, this happens now and then you move on. But you've seen pretty much everything else. There's some subtables we haven't filled in, but
Is there any chance there's actually treasure?
yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
We've
a-
gotten art objects before.
You've gotten
Worth
some art
24.
objects before.
we also got tubers or whatever energy.
So like, let's talk about intention of design. I don't know if you're supposed to be going building to building, fighting Vegapygmies and assassin vines over and over and over, because those are really the only two. They're really the only two combat encounters. The rest
But
is like,
if we had done that, we would
traps.
be level 7 now.
yeah. But the thing is, it also doesn't say what a building is, right? Like,
Yeah.
I've just been kind of subdividing it. I feel like now if we look at the narrative, I feel like the characters would be searching, right? Or
Yeah,
you can
because-
decide like, no, we need to get these cubes before the Red Wizards do. We're gonna go only for the things that look like they might be temples, and that narratively makes it's a way to make sense of like,
Yeah.
forget all these buildings.
But also, technically, we know that the Red Wizards have at least one puzzle cube, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And so we do also need to run into them, which going to the temples, yes, we're likely to run into them there, but exploring is also important.
What if
They're
that's
around.
that's how we bust this ambush? What if we lure the Red Wizards to fight the Yuan-Ti? That would be good. If we could make them fight each other.
But we'd have to find the Red Wizards
Find the Red
first.
Wizards first, yeah.
Yeah, but we could try it.
And then we'd have to somehow escape them, but keep them leashed to whatever distance. It could be like a mile.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this
Yeah,
plan.
you just start running away, and you get a certain distance, and then you just like, fuck it. And then you just like go back to where they were standing when you first saw them.
Yeah, I've played enough video games to know that's probably how that works. Here's what I will say: is if we get 299 XP, I level up. So let's go punch some assassin vines.
I also only need like 250 or whatever.
See, the other thing though is if you're like, cool, we roll on the table, we get assassin vines, we stand back, we throw a fireball at them, we get the XP, like that, it's not a threat. So I'm not gonna just be like, yeah, you can grind assassin vines because you know it's on the table. Like it's a very weird, like, yeah, it's a weird thing. But if you go to the temple, you can fight some Yuan-ti, and you can get a cube and some experience points because you know the
It's
ambush
probably
is
gonna be
there.
one of the ones where the cube's already gone and they're just waiting. It's gonna be the double FU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if walking into an ambush with no
But the
backup
thing is,
is a
no.
good-
But the thing is, look, we know that there's an ambush. So if we set up an ambush, then we can get the drop on there, getting the drop on us. See, that's the thing. Like, if we
Right,
were
so-
walking in there and then it was like, haha, that would be a problem. But right now, it's like we know there are Yuan-ti there. We'll just go there.
Go up. We get Ishii to scout ahead
Yep.
because she's sneaky.
Yeah.
She kind of tries to spot them. If she can spot them, then we attack them from a way they're not expecting.
Yeah, and we can do the thing they did to us as well. And I'll suggestion one of them to protect us so that they can like fight each other. My helmet.
It's just everyone suggesting at each other, and there's this,
Oh yeah, what if they suggest me to suggest them
No.
to suggest?
No.
No, okay.
So yeah, let's go direct to the temple. I think.
I think
I
that's
think
a
that's
horrible
prob- I
idea,
think
but
it's-
you guys already have characters ready, so
But I think that's probably our best option. Like,
You just
we're-
have a
Yeah.
long rest, you're fine.
yeah, we're full health. We're full everything. It's good.
In terms of spells, do you have stuff to like counter? They had like poison and they had mind.
Do you?
effect.
So I mean, you could take another day to plan, right, and to refix your
Mhm.
spells and do
Yeah.
that.
I can grab protection from poison instead of lesser restoration back.
Is there anything you can do against when people are charmed? Because we know that's going to happen now.
I don't know that I protection from poison. I don't know that I have anything that can like other than like bless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay, well, it's not a huge deal then if it's just that. Because I don't think they were inflicting the poisoned condition. I think they were doing poison damage, so it's less useful.
You would have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned and resistance to poison damage.
So that's significant.
I have a scale of heroism, the like thing that I do that I can get the heroism on.
Mhm.
That I could pop before we go
Before
in.
a fight, yeah.
I alternately also have a potion of invulnerability, which would give me resistance to everything while it's working.
And we've got the Ryath root, which we could pop in advance of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
going into the fight.
What's the Ryath root do? It gives us some temp hit points.
10
10
hit points.
Temporary points.
Okay.
We have a bunch of
Well, I guess while we're, moving our way there, we can search the buildings between us and the thing because we're going to be walking that way anyway. Just in case there's treasure. And then because we want to rest so that I can make my spells right. So we have to pass a whole day.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
if we're
so
passing the
might
day
as well-
anyway.
Might as well use the day, yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to have to take a rest before we go in there. So we might as well search this area during the day.
Yeah. So I don't think we're going to grind, but if we're lucky and we get to do this fight with an extra like level, that would be good. But we're not going to waste time like grinding it out.
It's just, yeah, we already have to wait a day. So
search
we might
out
as
how
well
many
search.
buildings we can before
Yeah.
the day ends, and then move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're
Is
heading
that okay,
in
Adam,
this
do you think?
direction, but we're gonna search these buildings along the way.
At this point, so here's the thing. At this point, I'm ignoring assassin vines and veggie pygmies because you're so like practiced at avoiding them that they're just not on the table anymore. So I've just been like, there's no veggie pygmies here, or like they're off doing other things because it's boring, and I don't want to be like, okay, let's take the 10 minutes for me to set up a map, put the characters down, you blow them away in 2 rounds, wipe the map, do another. Like it's just not it's nothing.
Trivial
It's
stuff.
totally trivial. Yeah. Assassin vines only work if you stumble on them, and y'all are way too good narratively at spotting them now. Like, they're around. So I can tell you this: there's no more XP to be gained searching random buildings.
Here's what we do then.
Yeah.
Okay. The building closest to the temple, like whichever one it is within our same grid
this guy?
that we're in. Yeah, that one, that boy right there. We go to that one. That one, it doesn't matter what's in there. I don't even care about rolling, really.
Yeah.
If like we're gonna avoid whatever it is, fine, perfect. We need a long rest so we can reset Arcturus's spells because Arcturus wants to get resistant to poison and like all that stuff going. So we're gonna go to that building and take a sneaky long rest there because we know the Yuan-Ti are close by. So it's one of those things where it's like, it's a building over. We'll be ready in the morning. Maybe we'll catch them before they get up. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing.
Could do. You don't know whether they're always prepared.
I mean, I assume Yuan-Ti sleep at some.
I mean, if they're dead, they don't have to sleep.
I mean, if they're dead, yeah.
Yeah, the ones you fought before were not undead. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's
So,
just Rest and See that's like an undead Yuan-Ti. I don't think the whole color is.
You don't know anything about that. So
I think that's what we do.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was the scene we didn't see, isn't it?
Okay, so you go there. Let's do the percentile on this one because there might be something you still haven't found on the table. So you search this building.
I'll
find
roll it.
a trebuchet. Oh, okay.
Right.
Sweet. A ballista you can mount for the
Oh.
combat.
Okay, so no, this is just a former veg pygmy home.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's still a really good percentile.
We've not rolled an 100 yet. Is there something interesting in 100?
No, there isn't. It's 86 to 100. Okay, so you set up here. Now, is the intent to do this like stealthily, like sneak in?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. All right. We'll do like a group stealth check then. Everybody make one.
This is after the long rest.
No, this is before. This is like sneaking up to the building.
Oh, okay.
Because they might be watching the area, right? You don't know. I just assume you're approaching like quietly.
Here you go.
So everybody roll.
And 9.
I made a mistake, friends.
You have a lucky. Use your lucky. We're going to sleep.
Well, you're not yet.
Didn't make a mistake.
Unless
In
you did.
fact, I was good at stealth.
Okay. All right. So let me.
I was
roll.
gonna fool, but then I didn't. Something.
Let's see. Let me roll to see.
You like knock over something that's going to fall and crash, and then you just like grab it, put it back.
Okay.
I suggest myself with telepathy by mistake to not fall over and make noise.
That helmet's gonna get real old real fast.
Yes.
I already hate it.
So
I'll
what are your
stop using
totals?
it.
9, 12, 16,
27.
27. Okay. And so for group ones, it's like half of you have to beat the number that I just rolled in secret
Yeah.
for them not to have noticed you. Okay, sure. All right. So you sneak up during the day to the building and hide in there. Does anybody want to like take a look across the water at the shrine?
We're scoping it out.
I would, but it's sunny and fuck that.
Oh, yeah.
Little Fox will take a look.
Okay. So the shrine looks like completely waterlogged. It may have at one point had like a courtyard and there's walls, but it's underwater. You can't tell how deep underwater, but it looks like it's maybe on like a little island. And you'll need to like swim to get out there. The front steps that lead up into it are clear, and then parts of the walls emerge from the water. But yeah, there's no clear path to just like walk over from here. Little Fox, do you want to make a perception check?
Yeah. Yeah, 13.
Okay, so let me roll something here. I have to do this a few times. 2, 3, 4. Okay, all right, that's it. So you just see that. Maybe I think because it's dry. Oh, it's dry and sunny. You see a crocodile. You see a big crocodile sunning itself on a rock, kind of between you and there. It doesn't really look good. It doesn't notice you.
All right, so there are some giant crocodiles.
Yeah.
Or the very large crocodiles.
Yeah, this one seems like either a baby giant crocodile or a big regular sized crocodile.
Cool.
I mean,
Okay,
make a nature check. You'd be able to tell, maybe.
Yeah. Let's see here. pretty good at nature.
Yeah, it is a juvenile giant crocodile, not an adult regular crocodile.
And so, for my reference, its token size would be 4 squares, like a 2x2.
This one is not 4, no, because he's just a juvenile.
This one is a medium thing.
Yeah,
and
the regular ones would be 2x2.
2x2, which we have fought before.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Little Fox comes back and kind of shrugs, and to Ishi, she'll say like, "No snakes that I can see, but crocodiles."
The snakes are probably hiding. I don't think that Kakarot would just tell us stuff that wasn't true. There's no reason to do that. But crocodiles could be a problem getting across.
Need to swim, so
Maybe they'll give us a ride.
Oh,
Yes, offer to bring them on our shoulders across the rest of man's kingdom.
if I check through to the entries on Yuan-Ti in Volo's guide, I don't have it on my desk right now, but do I know if they can like swim or breathe underwater, like water snakes?
Like
I don't have
crocodiles? They breathe air.
No, I mean,
No, the
sorry,
Yuan-Ti.
the Yuan-Ti. I'm just thinking if they're like hiding, could they hide like under the water so we wouldn't see them?
I mean, snakes have to breathe.
Okay, I don't know anything about snakes. Sorry.
Yeah, even
I
water
did not-
snakes like have to pop up, and it's about their like lung capacity.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that then. Okay. I guess we'll just sleep and we'll just see.
Yep, long rest, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So it's like the rest of the day, and then a long rest. So let me just go back and check my roll for the morning. Okay, all right. So the rest of the day passes uneventfully. It begins to rain overnight, so the clouds come in, and yeah, and you all get to rest. So how are you changing up your stuff?
I think I was just adding protection from poison, but let me check real quick.
Okay, sure.
I learn a bunch of new spells. No, I don't.
And I use create food and water the previous night so that we have eating, so you don't have to use rations. And then yeah, let me just make sure that there's nothing that I wanted to make sure to have. Let me just real quick. The Yuan-Ti we used before, we met before, they were like, they messed with Ishi's brain, right?
Yeah.
Can I like maybe rack my brain to see if I know if that's like a spell, or because I know that Malik has done that. He had suggestion before, but like the way that the Yuan-Ti did it, maybe looking at Volo's too, like if that's a
You
spell.
can make an Arcana check.
Okay. Can I be like asking Malik about it and looking at Volo's and get advantage?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let's see if I know anything about a 14.
Okay. So it's innate spell casting. So technically, it's a spell.
So dispel magic might help.
Yeah. I'll paste suggestion in. Or if Dave, if you have it handy, can you paste it in the chat?
Okay. I can choose any creature, object, or magical effect, any spell of 3rd level or lower,
Yeah.
and okay. So
Oh, yeah,
suggestion.
it's concentration. So yeah, dispel magic would absolutely dispel a suggestion.
Okay, so then I would unprepare, create food and water for the next day, and prepare dispel magic. So
Well,
I have
yes.
protection from poison and dispel magic prepared.
Could you potentially prep water walk as well? That would be very useful for this.
I don't know if that I have that.
It's 3rd level cleric spell. You cast it as a ritual as well before we go into the combat, and it's not concentration.
I'm pretty sure it's a shaman spell, actually.
It's a no. It's a. Let me. The problem is I'm like, if I'm having a bunch of utility spells, I'm losing a bunch of damage spells, right?
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, I just meant this one
Well,
you can
well.
ritual it, so you don't use spell slots.
Well, it takes
but
it takes 10 minutes to cast
But
it.
I still have to have the spell prepared, so I'm losing prepared spells.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's just we'd be swimming otherwise. In all combat, we'd be doing unsubmerged would be like disadvantage attacks.
Yeah, up to 10 people can walk across any liquid surface.
Okay, well, let me see what I would sacrifice for that then.
If your target is a creature submerged in liquid, it carries them to the surface at a rate of 60 feet per round. And then they get the bends and they die. Like how, I wonder if you could give someone the bends with water walk.
Yeah,
Because
they would be on deep enough.
I mean, you couldn't do it in D&D because D&D doesn't care about the bends.
yeah, but like it would happen, right? If you were like at the bottom of the ocean and you cast
You'd
water
probably-
walk on someone.
You'd probably just do it like falling damage, but up falling damage.
Right, yeah, upfalling, rising damage.
I could unprepare healing word. It's like my choices are not preparing some of my first level spells.
So between here and there,
during the day, I'm like looking at my spell book or whatever.
so I'm just gonna say, so for the shrine, it doesn't specify, and I don't think this map is like precisely to scale, but yeah, it's pretty close. It's like 60 feet, give or take, I would say, but like all the way around to the front is a different situation. And that water, yeah, would be like swimming water.
Yeah, which Arcturus wouldn't care about because he has a swimming speed.
Yeah,
He can
swimming
fight
speed.
normally in water, but
Yeah,
just-
so it's like I can unprepare, cure wounds, healing word, guiding bolt, inflict wounds, bless, spiritual weapon, protection from poison, spirit guardians, and dispel magic. Those are the spells I have prepared. So I can unprepare any of those.
The reason that Dave was suggesting water walk was the thing you don't want to end up with is everybody in the water swimming and getting like shot with.
I
Yuan-Ti arrows.
understand.
No, I know you do.
What
Yeah.
he's saying, but I just like, what are we sacrificing? Because
Let's
Probably bless.
bless,
My feeling is either bless or inflict wounds.
inflict
Yeah,
wounds
well,
has
let's
been
do-
really good though. But bless
Yeah.
is also concentration. If
I would
water
say
walk,
I would
so
say
it's not as a
memorize.
ritual.
Yeah, memorize it as instead of bless.
Instead of bless, yeah.
Okay, well then I'll take bless off, and I will. We would have been talking about this like
Yeah,
during
this
the
is
night,
all like happening during the day, and then you go to your god and you're like, "Dearest Tishia, please give me these spells." It's like you're like writing a Christmas list for Santa.
Okay, well,
I've been a
there we
good
go.
cleric.
I did it.
Okay.
So I have water walk, dispel magic, and protection from poison for utility.
Sounds good.
Gonna use all of my third level spell.
So I think what we'll do, since we don't have like enough time to actually go and do the fight, that next day in the rain, looking over at the temple, water pummeling down on its roof, you can't see anyone. You don't see the Yuan-Ti like lying in wait. Either they're not here or they're better at hiding than you are at perceiving things. If they saw you the day before, they chose not to like attack you while you were sleeping. So you don't know if they know you're coming, and you can't see them, but you have relatively reliable information they should be here waiting for you. So what do you want to do? You're like you're still hiding away. You're talking about what your plan is. What do you think? Orvex suggests that he stay here until the coast is clear, and then when you've gotten rid of the Yuan-Ti, he will happily come
Whatever,
over.
Forgot
there.
he's with us.
He'll definitely.
Like, you can do whatever.
Okay.
I mean, I guess like. I guess the plan is we got to go over there. Like, I mean, we could sit here for 7 days, but like, not really gonna do anything. We have like one choice, and that is go to the temple, basically.
Yeah, and they might be like far enough away that
They probably know that we're here because instead of resting 3 buildings away, like we could have done, because I had narratively positioned us close, which was stupid of me. Because I just wanted to like move things forward. But
Well, I mean, the difference between like 100 feet and 200 feet isn't like huge.
yeah, but I mean, if we had rested over here instead of there, like I guarantee they wouldn't have
like
made
all the way
whatever
back, yeah.
observation check they made. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure our counter ambush is not going to be a
It's-
counter ambush, but I don't
It's
know
all
that
a
for
roll
sure.
of the dice, anyways. Elf,
Yeah.
like, don't.
So,
Oh,
so
oh,
for swimming, anyone except Arcturus, basically you move at what, like half your.
We're not swimming though.
Well, how are you
I
gonna
just
get there?
prepared-
Are you, so
I
you
just
are gonna
prepared
you're gonna
water
water walk?
walk.
Okay.
You're gonna water
I just wasn't sure if you were casting it before you went over or.
Oh no, definitely like the reason we have it is so you guys don't have to swim.
How long does it last?
An hour.
And it's concentration.
It's ritual.
No.
Oh, it's a ritual. So okay, so just last an hour. Good. I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, it's a
Otherwise, it would suck. But
Yeah, but that with that configuration, it's excellent.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's much better. Okay.
That's really
So
really
you
helpful.
can just walk on the water
Mhm.
as you approach.
they're
Okay.
probably hiding in their snake forms, because reading the book, they can turn into snakes.
Yeah, it's possible.
So we'd never be able to find them because they'd just be small and they slither away.
Can you bring up the thing for Rylath root for me, Adam?
Yeah.
Or Ryath root.
Ryath. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I think,
can't remember.
I think Ryloth is a Star Wars thing.
I can't remember how long it lasts. That's the main
The
thing.
Ryath route, I think it might. I want to say it's 24 hours, but I'm not 100% on that one.
I know if you eat another one in 24 hours,
Yeah,
it makes
if
you
you-
puke. Yeah.
Ooh, there's leaves from the manga bush. The manga bush is coming. So the Ryath route lasts. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't say. Just 2d4 temporary hit points. So maybe temporary hit points last a certain amount of time.
Okay, so then and those last until you long rest, I think. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so everyone's gonna eat some root.
All right.
2d4.
We each get 2d4 extra HP, and I will remove 4 of the 6 roots that I have.
Do it.
So everybody's gonna eat these roots and then get the water walking spell to cast them. So yeah, everybody roll that. Add to your
Oh
temp.
shit.
Nice.
So good
These
for
roots
once
are
in my
awesome.
life.
So remember, we
Wow.
described them as being like chewing. They're like chewing coca leaves or like drinking, drinking like a crazy, like non-FDA approved energy beverage. Like you just get like, grrr, like just get like wrenched right up by these Ryath roots. You do eat the magic cocaine fruit, and now you're ready to rip. There is no way that these Yuan-Ti could stand up to you. You are all the greatest warriors that ever walked the face of Faerun.
Yeah.
So everybody just pushing each other around, shouting, doing headbutts, chest bumps.
Yep.
Awesome.
Little Fox and Ishi do chest bump and
Ishi
Ishi
goes
goes
flying.
flying.
It turns everyone into bros.
Yeah. So you become the Omu Stranglers football team.
My plan is as soon as we're on a combat map where stuff is happening, I'm gonna chug a potion of invulnerability too. So
Yeah.
the thing I'm gonna do.
Okay.
We're getting all hyped up for this ambush. It's like 3 guys with 1 short bow between them. We'll get you.
So you get all charged up. The ritual of water walking is complete, and we get ready to run across the water and see what happens. And we'll do that at the beginning of the next episode, which you don't have to wait very long for this time because we're gonna play again at the end of the week. So
Did you like King of Feathers the first time? Here's King of Feathers, the redo.
that's right. King of
Yep.
Feathers 2. Except that's fine. This is not the King of Feathers. This is Russ and C's buddies. So we'll see how that goes.
Russ and
Cool.
C
So we'll rush the shrine of the Iblis, which I believe is Papazotl, maybe? Is that
I
the
do not
Iblis?
know. You are the one with
Is
this
that the-
information.
I'm
Crane.
looking. Hold on. It is.
I believe says the crane guys.
Yeah, it was a crane, Iblis, but I can't remember if Papazotl is his name. I think.
Come to Papazottle's Pizza.
I was about to say. Puzzle cubes in 30 minutes or your money back. All right. Well, thanks. I'm really glad you all survived. Congratulations, everybody.
Yeah, that was
I
surprising.
am also glad that we all survived.
You killed the King of Feathers and then 2 more guys just for kicks. And you got a lot more experience than you would have if he hadn't tried to save you and then tried to kill you.
Yeah.
So good work. Nice job. We
Thanks.
don't need new character
Thanks.
art. But it is good. We all talked about, so in between, this is a thing that I think is like a reasonable thing to do when you realize your characters might be in danger.
We're in a dangerous place. Yeah.
Everybody has like alternate characters sort of planned up. I'll actually give character sheets to
That'd be
everybody
helpful,
else.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just back up character. I'm gonna do that. Why don't we say our goodbyes for now? Blue Jay, why don't you start this time? And,
Okay.
I'll leave you to your own devices. You figure
Hi,
out who goes in
I'm
what
Blue
order.
Jay, and I'm still playing Arcturus. Huzzah! You can usually find me at twitch.tv/BlueJay or on Twitter at BlueJay_712. I also have like a YouTube and a Patreon and an Instagram, but all those you can probably find because you're smart and know how to Google. Most days I'm on my channel playing video games. I'm playing a lot of Pillars of Eternity 2 right now. And I also play Burning Wheel on Thursdays with these nerds on twitch.tv/Roll20 app. And I'm going to be starting up a new season of the Stars Without Number game that I'm on this Wednesday. So look out for that on twitch.tv/GeekSpaceTV. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. Elf, why don't you go next?
Yes, I'm alive. The voice of Ishi continues. You can find me on twitch.tv/DistractedElf or on Twitter @DistractedElf. I'm actually doing some role-playing game stuff over on twitch.tv/BradWodo in an hour from now.
Nice.
So today is an RPG day, so come over and see that stuff.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Andrew, why don't you go?
Hi, I'm Andrew. You can follow me on Twitter @CommutingCrow, and you can catch me tonight at 6:30 Pacific on twitch.tv/actualplay, picking up our Girl by Moonlight playtest, which is about like magical girls piloting giant robots, and they've been like court-martialed and stuff. They're all insubordinate and whatnot.
Awesome. That sounds great. Cool. Last but not least, Dave the human.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter. That's the best place to hear about things I'm doing. That's Dave_the_human. And if there's any free hours left in your week after watching my lovely cast friends' content, I would love to do a shout out for RPG Limit Break, which is a speedrunning event for charity, which is going on this coming week. So you should check that out. I'll probably be watching and I'll be hosting that most of the time, even if I'm not in my own chat to talk about it. Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm doing my own streaming this week, so
Thanks,
go and
Dave.
watch that. Give money to charity.
Cool. Well, I'm your Dungeon Master, Adam Coble. Thanks for coming to this catch-up episode because we missed Friday. So thank you for watching. If you missed any of it, if you're just tuning in, you're like, wait, no, I missed the episode. You can catch it on our YouTube channel by the end of the week. We'll be back with another episode at the end of the week. Everybody else has already covered the stuff that we do together. You can find me on Twitter @SkinnyGhost or twitch.tv/Adam Coble. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for coming to the tomb. See you around, everybody. Bye. Send your adventuring party deep into the jungles of Chult. The Roll20 module of Tomb of Annihilation includes the full contents of the original D&D book and adds immersive features like dynamic lighting on all battle maps, character sheets with one-click actions, copy and paste quick encounters, and other interactive features like puzzles and a player's map of Chult. Your next campaign can begin with just a few clicks. Get your copy today on the Roll20 Marketplace.